All right. So upon reviewing the documentation, here's my ruling on this issue. The contract itself very explicitly lays out the terms for the sale of the vehicle. That's been gone over both with the defendant at this point as well as Ms. Mushkin. We've looked over the vehicle to be sold, the VIN number, the price. We've even debated the value of the GNE. We've discussed the various terms of the contract at length so far. I'm not to believe that the absence of the digital signature on the part of the tuner shop is somehow an invalidation of the entirety of the terms of the contract. To do so would mean that effectively I am ruling that this was simply a verbal agreement to buy a car that has not been alleged, that has not been evidenced. Mr. Adams, is your assertion somehow that because the tuner shop did not sign the digital addendum that the contract is invalid?
Your Honor, my assertion would be that a third party to the contract would not have any knowledge as to when the agreement was properly entered. Mr. Brown signed the contract at the time of sale. Ms. Mushkin signed it nearly 45 days later.
Right, so hold on.
And my assertion would be that putting such broad language in the contract, as Counselor Hayes has mentioned here, would set a dangerous precedent going forward that contracts could be deemed enforceable without any proper timestamp or knowing of when the enforcement period is to begin.
Okay, and am I then to assert that the version dating at the bottom of the contract is not valid? Would that not serve as that tracking?
Bear with me for a moment to look at the contract to see the date that you're referring to.
Power, please come back on, man.
The date listed at the bottom of the contract as signed by James Hayes is listed as September 18th, 2021.
Your Honor, if I may.
Yes.
The date is on top. It's highlighted yellow. The date on the bottom of the page, or every single page, is my way of referencing the different versions of the contract.
All right, so my question, Mr. Adams, is your assertion is that a third party has no way of verifying when this agreement was entered into, but
this is getting so tough, man.
My issue here is that you're effectively arguing, and I'm trying to hear your opinion on this, that if I understand your position, the offer of a sale of a vehicle, the negotiation of a price, the transfer of those funds according to that price for said vehicle, as well as the transfer of that vehicle on the date written on this agreement, which your client has acknowledged that he was party to and did participate in, your assertion is that somehow I am then unable to validate when that agreement occurred, but which I'm not following. I'm not tracking how I don't have that verification here in front of me today. If I didn't have any signatures, then maybe I could understand the argument. I'm trying to understand how, if Mr. Brown signed the agreement and he received the car, as Mr. Hayes has questioned both, Ms. Mushkin and himself on, he paid for the car, he made the agreement to buy the car at a certain rate from the tutor shop, he was presented the contract, he stated he reviewed it and all these items. How is the contract not in effect at that point?
I understand your interpretation, Your Honor, and I can proceed with my questioning. Otherwise,
do you have anything further?
With regards to this, Your Honor, with any vehicle that I've ever purchased, which my personal experience wouldn't be relevant to this case, typically both a dealer and the customer, as noted here in the contract, would sign to agree to the matter.
Objection, Your Honor. As he probably only or mostly bought a car from PDM, there is no comparable contract that needed to be signed. All you have is the vehicle registration where there are no signatures on there.
Response.
I have no rebuttal, Your Honor. I just would figure that a contract typically needs the signatures of both parties in order to be considered legally valid and enforceable.
Rebuttal, if I may.
You may, but then we'll move on.
Okay, first of all, Mr. Brown signed it. He's the main party for this. Second of all, it is incorrect. It is valid for an agreement to not be signed and still be effective, as you need certain points, and they're all listed and happened within this agreement and the purchase.
All right, I will take these things under advisement when I make my ruling at the end of this. I'm not going to explicitly rule on this issue immediately now, but I will consider those points when I make my ruling. Mr. Adams, you can be assured that your perspective has been noted and will be heavily discussed.
Thank you, Your Honor. I just have two final questions for you, Ms. Mushkin. In your professional experience as the head of sales at the Six-Star Tuner Shop, has the tuner shop ever purchased a vehicle that was in itself not sold by the tuner shop?
Has the tuner shop purchased the car? Wait. Has the tuner shop purchased a car that they never sold in the first place?
That was, not sold by the tuner shop in the first place. Yes.
Or is going to be sold.
No. Tuner shop never done that. No.
Oh, never mind.
Understood. I will defer to my co-counsel if he has any further questions. Sweating. Now I'm sweating.
What kind of vehicles does the tuner shop generally sell?
Objection. Relevance.
It is relevant due to one moment.
The thing is that he got them to say that they only buy tuner shop cars, which is huge.
It is relevant due to implications that the plaintiff's counsel is going to attempt to draw from the text message that Harry Brown sent to Eddie Marshall.
Yeah,
and
good shit,
I believe
Adam.
this is incredibly relevant.
Good shit.
Well, facts not in evidence.
Testimony. What?
All right, look, I'm going to ask you to narrow this down a bit.
Well, I was trying to avoid leading. Is it common for the tuner shop to buy vehicles such as flatbeds or journeys?
It's common that I would personally purchase a vehicle in exchange for credit for customers that would want to sell a vehicle before they purchase a car at the tuner shop, but the tuner shop doesn't. I do that on my own accord.
Okay. I will defer to my co-counsel.
I have no further questions for this witness.
Did you yell that or whisper that?
I yelled it.
All right.
Wait, here.
Do you want to ask Eddie any questions?
Hayes, do you have anything for Miss Mushkin?
No, Your Honor.
All right, Miss Mushkin, thank you. You may
Means
step
that-
down.
Asking
they-
the
and
same
family
thing
for your testimony.
in the wording that you
yes,
just gave.
Yes, Your Honor.
Defense counsel, your next
We
witness.
do have to recall him.
Wait. Do you want to do Eddie right now?
Just get it out of the way. You just ask him exactly what you just asked Mary.
All right. The defense calls Eddie Marshall.
Is this about to be a jaw dropper or something, or is this going to just get fucking probably objected straight away?
All right, Mr. Marshall, you're still under oath. Go ahead, Counselor Nielsen.
Eddie Marshall, is it common for the tuner shop to buy vehicles such as journeys and flatbeds?
I'm gonna check here again.
Why does he not say ASBO? Because they got me
relevancy.
to bring up the whole ASBO thing.
I'm
Why is he
gonna
going
allow it.
Journey and
I
flatbeds?
understand
Well, because you didn't own
what
the
they're
the
trying to
ASBO.
make,
You purchased the or came into possession of the ASBO
but,
after you
know,
sent the text
let's
message.
not repeat ourselves
Okay.
too much here. Go ahead.
No, but Mary does purchase those vehicles.
I'd like that stricken from the record, Your Honor. That was not part of the question I asked.
Okay, yeah, I'll strike everything but no. Go ahead.
1 moment.
Oh my god! I'm gonna get fucking blasted when I get up there. This is getting fucked, man.
Honestly, do you have shit?
I have something. Yeah.
All right, go.
Sorry.
I don't know what line you want to go with, Eddie.
Mr. Marshall, just 2 questions here. I'm going to be referring to the defense's A here. Text messages between yourself and Harry Brown.
What was it again? What are we looking at?
It would be the defense's A.
Hey, give me a minute to put it up.
Also, please speak up, Eddie.
Oh, sorry. Give me a minute to pull it up.
Understood. Let me know when you're ready.
There's a bit more left to do, guys. It's they've got to bring me up to the stand, and also bring up JJ to the stand, and also Wyatt to the stand. So there's still
Actually,
quite
I
a
have
bit to
another
go left. I don't know. In a way, I kind of feel bad for the judge having to rule on this one. It's going to be like,
We're looking
very
at the message, yeah?
very tricky.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, I see it.
Okay. Did you in fact receive a message from Harry Brown that says, "Step bro, I'm stuck. Hey, I am likely selling my car. Is the tuner shop interested?"
Yes.
Did you respond to this text message?
No, I didn't see it until today.
Okay. No further questions for this witness, Your Honor.
Actually, wait, Your Honor.
That's fine.
I have one more.
No. We can redirect. We can
No, I got
redirect.
Is it common for the tuner shop to sell vehicles such as flatbeds and ASBOs?
God damn it, Adam. Why? This is not relevant.
No.
All right, no further questions. Well, because we said, is it common for them to buy it?
Hey, is
And then they
anything?
could still argue,
Yes,
like,
Your Honor.
they could still argue that side.
Eddie, are you in charge of buying second-hand vehicle for the tuner shop?
No.
Does anybody from the tuner shop buy second-hand vehicle?
Yes.
Objection. That is vague. Whether or not they or Jim Hayes is talking about in a capacity for the tuner shop or in the personal capacity is incredibly important for a question such as that.
Your Honor,
True.
would you like me to
Thanks on
split this
God.
question into 2 and ask what the
You may.
counsel is objecting? Does anybody from the tuner shop buy second-hand vehicles for the tuner shop?
Well, the question's kind of confusing because
That's a no, isn't it?
Thank
But
you.
we
You
buy
did our
second-hand
objection for
vehicles if
us.
it's in relation to the right of first refusal.
Perfect
Uh,
answer. Holy shit, that saved us.
We do have people that work for the tuner shop that have their own side hustle that buy vehicles. Resell
I'm fine
them
with that.
Okay.
not on behalf of the tuner shop.
God, I'm
Okay,
not the
thank
only
you.
one. I'm not the only one throwing there. Nice.
I need to bring in some timestamp. Basically, before he tried to likely sell the car to the tuner shop, I'm talking here about Harry Brown. When was the last time he tried or he sent you a text message? You can refer to the defendant. I'm sorry, I need to look that up.
Object to relevance on that?
2 months ago.
Why does it matter
I think it
when
is
the last time
a-
you sent a text
It
message
was 2 months ago.
Why can I find it?
I just looked at it. I sent him a picture of a BMW.
Wait, did you yell that or whisper it?
Yeah, it's
I'm
defendant's
asking
A.
if you
Yeah,
want
it's
to.
A.
Sure. I mean,
Go for it.
You go. You go. Fuck you. You thought
Objection, Your Honor. On the account of relevance, the last time that a text message prior to the one in question was not brought up, and we don't find that it's relevant to the matter before this court. It's
Rebuttal.
also outside of scope.
First of all, he talked about that message, and I just want to establish here that Mr. Brown is not in a frequent contact with Mr. Marshall.
Your Honor, my direct line of questioning was with regards to the specific message that I read out for the court.
And you
Alright, so-
referenced the evidence.
So, with regards to this objection, I believe that if there is an argument by the defendant that the text message constituted notice under the agreement for the right of first refusal, and it has been asserted by the defendant's counsel that the contract explicitly does not state what methodology is to be used for that notice, then I believe it would be relevant under common law, the nature of that methodology going forward. So I will consider it for the limited purpose of trying to establish in deliberation of whether this constituted valid notice. I'm not stating that this will control my opinion or if it will even be a significant factor, but as I've already stated, based that this is a civil matter and I'm using the preponderance of all evidence, especially in cases that may fall under common law, I will go ahead and allow, defer on the side of allowing things. So I will allow him to answer. The objection is
Understood, Your Honor.
overruled. Mr. Marshall, the question before you is, before he tried to likely sell the car to the tuner shop, meaning Harry Brown, when was the last time he sent you a text message?
Before the step message, there was one. I don't know when it was, but it was a picture of a BMW M4, and they're the only two messages I've received on my phone from Mr. Harry
Isn't there a
Brown.
picture? Hold on.
Isn't the message?
There is a
picture from-
timestamp on there, or at least in a
Bring
general
that up and redirect.
thing. Could you read that?
Right, I don't see this. Is it on the picture? I don't.
Is it really
I don't see
important
this.
to say that? Or what?
It's
Yeah.
2 months ago.
I will make it easy for the court. The picture says 2 months ago, if you allow that, Your Honor.
That proves I only contacted me. That's
Actually,
important.
Actually,
The
it's kind of
evidence in
it's
the
hard to determine who it's from when it's a picture. I guess.
One
So
last
never mind.
question. Eddie, are you supposed to respond to that message?
What are these questions, man?
What?
Objection vague?
Yeah, let's tighten that up a bit.
Okay, I withdraw that question. No further questions.
We have nothing.
Okay, anything else from the defense counsel?
Hold on, give me like 1 second. 1 moment, Your Honor. Okay. Okay, I don't think.
I think you've done. I mean,
I don't think we need him anymore.
Well, wait. What about
The only thing I think
wait,
we can maybe ask him about is the nature of their friendship. If
Well,
that's
do
something
you-
that you would be okay with us asking
Well,
him.
do
Harry.
do you ever talk to or communicate with Harry Brown via methods aside from text?
that's probably useful. Sure.
Go for it.
Eddie Marshall, do you ever speak to Harry Brown
Maybe
with
we can ask a
methods
question
other
to you
than
about
text?
how often you guys are in contact, and you can answer that on your own.
Objection. Scope. I never talked about any other means of contact. I only ask when the last message was.
I think I like all these objections. I really do
He
because I think it
is-
helps build my case. Because I think the judge then thinks like,
Jim Hayes
I hope the
is
judge gives me a
asking
free
questions
pass
which
because there's
would
so many,
imply there
like,
were no other
vague
ways
lines
they
here.
contacted each other.
it's not enough to
outside
prosecute
of
me
the
because there's
text
too much.
messages, and
It's
he
too
is,
iffy.
His questions were painting a picture that
So that's why I
they
think
do
that
not
all
opt to
this,
communicate
them
when
objecting,
there
we're
is,
objecting. I
nothing
think
showing that.
I can't see how he could prosecute me, not with 100% certainty that it's the
You know
right
what?
move to
I'm
make.
gonna withdraw that objection.
So I don't mind all this.
Okay,
It's
go ahead,
helpful
you
for
can
me.
Answer, Mr. Marshall.
I
Repeat the
think.
question, please.
I think it is.
Do you ever communicate with Harry Brown via methods other than text messaging?
Yes.
I would defer to my co-counsel.
We have no further questions for this witness. We can let Harry establish how often they do.
Yeah, I know.
May I should I cross off the cross?
No. No recross. All right, step down, Mr. Marshall. All right, defense counsel, next witness.
Harry.
We call Harry Brown.
All you, Adam.
Trying to fuck it up this time.
All right, Mr. Brown, as a reminder, you're still under oath. Go ahead, Counselor Nielsen.
Harry Brown, is it correct that you purchased an R32 from the 6-Star Tuner Shop?
Yes, sir.
Could you please reference the defense's B?
Yes, I'm looking at it.
Could you please read the dates of ownership, or the ownership of the vehicle was transferred?
To me from the tuner shop or when I sold it?
Both.
Okay, hold on. The vehicle was purchased from the tuner shop by myself on the 29th of September 2021, and I transferred ownership on the 10th of November 2021.
All right. And when did you take the picture for defense's A?
Yes, sir.
When did you take that picture, to your best recollection?
Shortly after I was taken to court when the case was put on the docket, I was being sued.
So it was the same day the court case was posted?
Yes, sir.
All right. And who was Eddie Marshall?
The owner of the 6-Star Tuner Shop.
And why did you contact Eddie Marshall?
I contacted.
Sorry. Go ahead.
I contacted Eddie. Quite honestly, when I think of the 6-Star Tuner Shop, I think of Eddie. You know, he's the owner. It's his shop, and I'd like to think I have some, personal rapport with him.
How many days passed between the sending of that text message and you selling off your R32?
It was 12 days.
Did you receive any response from Eddie Marshall in that time?
No, sir.
How did you interpret the lack of response from Mr. Marshall?
I interpreted that they were not interested in buying the car back off me.
To your knowledge, does the tuner shop buy or sell vehicles such as flatbeds and Winnebagos?
No, not that I'm aware of.
One moment, Your Honor.
This is like...
All right. If you would please refer to the plaintiff's D, the Harry Brown and Jasper John bank transaction.
Yes, I'm looking at it.
How much did you sell your R32 to Jasper John for?
Around $1.5 million.
Yes or no? Did you take a monetary hit from the sale and later purchase of this vehicle?
Yes, sir.
I would defer to my co-counsel.
Mr. Brown, I just have 2 additional questions for you. How would you describe the nature of your relationship with Mr. Marshall?
Like I said earlier, I feel like I have some rapport. Mostly because we both come from London, both like tea. It's kind of just like a friendly back and forth.
How often would you say you're in contact with each other?
Rarely, if not at all.
Okay, do you ever communicate in methods other than text message?
The occasional phone call.
Okay. Why specifically did you elect to transfer the vehicle to Jasper Johns?
Objection. Relevance. I have entertained a lot of questions regarding relevance here. Stepping in now.
A rebuttal.
I can withdraw the question, Your Honor.
Okay.
I will go ahead and defer to my co-counsel to see if he has any further.
No further questions.
All right, Mr. Hayes, your witness.
Mr. Brown, have you tried to verify that Eddie Marshall received that message?
Did
Wait,
I try?
Object. Can you repeat that question, Hayes?
It was stated, did you try to verify that Eddie Marshall received that message?
Please answer the question.
No. How would I verify?
Okay, thank you.
Okay.
Have you tried to contact Eddie Marshall through other means than the text message?
No.
Have you paid any taxes on the vehicle sale to Mr. Jasper Johns?
Objection scope.
Your Honor, if I may,
Mm-hmm.
the defense counsel asked a question and referred to the defendant evidence that he paid something in the origin of 1.5 million for the R32, and well, I don't see any taxes on there.
I'll hear it.
I don't know. I don't really know what's being asked. I don't understand it either.
I'm not going to wander out of the scope here, but you're supposed to pay taxes on any sales.
Yeah,
Are
could
you?
you just repeat the question, please?
He
Have
asked,
you-
have you paid any taxes on the vehicle sale to Mr. Jasper John?
I wasn't aware there was any.
Now, to best of your knowledge, I'm referring here to your knowledge of the tuner shop. Are you part of the tuner shop?
Objection scope.
If I may,
Yeah.
the defendant asked Mr. Brown about the inner structure and how things are regulated within the tuner shop, and there is no way for him to know if he wasn't part of the tuner shop.
You can make that point in closing. It's not worth asking
Understood.
Mr. Brown that question.
No further question. Thank you.
Counselors Adams and Nielsen.
Brown, to your knowledge, with regards to the defense's the text message between yourself and Mr. Marshall, Did the text message indicate that it was sent?
Yes, sir.
Look for to co-counsel.
No further questions.
I think y'all both know why I'm going to consider that in a very limited basis.
I
Alright.
understand, Your Honor.
You could step down, Mr. Brown.
Thank you. This case is fucking
Any
cooked,
further
bro.
witnesses from the defense?
The defense calls Wyatt Mergen.
Hey boys, you guys should make it a point. These motherfuckers don't give you any other way to contact them other
Get
than
out
a
of here.
fucking phone number.
Walk away,
Fine,
walk
good
away,
argument.
walk away.
It's your time to shine.
You guys are bringing up JJ as well, right?
Yes.
Mr. Mergen,
Actually-
do you affirm the testimony you're
I
about to
don't know
give
if we
before this
are.
court shall be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but it under the penalty of perjury?
We
so
can
help
speak
you
to the
Mitch.
nature of the.
Yup.
All right, take a seat.
I'm gonna bring him just in the matter of that you made him wait the 12
All
days to
right,
purchase the
Mr.
vehicle.
Mergen.
Okay.
And
Or
we'll stick
I'll
with
wait for
that.
you to take your seat. Were you present when Harry Brown bought his R32 from the tuner shop?
Yeah, I was.
Did you ever hear any conversations between Mary Mushkin or any tuner shop employees and Harry Brown?
I did not recall a conversation taking place.
You don't recall any question or any conversations taking place that day?
I mean, I really didn't hear anything.
You were not present when Harry Brown and Mary Mushkin spoke about their
Wait.
contract?
Your
Yeah,
Honor,
they were
Your
talking
Honor, Your
back
Honor,
when Harry came
objection
to buy the
here.
car.
He's
Yeah,
leading
Nielsen.
the F out of him. So we want to strict everything, and we want to put an end to this charade they're putting up here, and have Mr. Mergen to leave the stand.
Yeah, Nielsen, I'm a little concerned with this one.
Yeah. One moment, Your Honor.
God,
No, it's not one moment. Do you have a response to what his objection is and my concern, or do you
Well,
not?
I believe that Wyatt was merely misunderstanding my question in some
Yeah,
way.
that's right.
So I was just
Your
trying to
Honor,
clarify.
the defense counsel asked twice and had to give him hints of what the correct answer is in regards of the way they want to bend the truth here, and it was clearly
Yeah.
shown.
Nielsen, I have absolutely no way of knowing at this point whether he's answering to his actual knowledge or answering to what you instructed him essentially.
I
to
understand,
answer
Your
to.
Honor.
I have
JJ's
no
way
in
more
good faith
important
to
than
proceed
Wyatt,
with this.
isn't he?
yeah, no, I will
If you
keep
had
to a very
asked
tight
to
narrative. with
rephrase
JJ.
or clarify, or if you had, tried to restructure things, I could possibly entertain this. But the way this has proceeded,
Just get Wyatt off, I reckon.
I
Just
don't know
pull
what
this.
choice you've left me with.
All right.
Yeah, he needs to pull the plug on this immediately.
That line of questioning, I cannot entertain.
Yeah, no further questions, Your Honor.
All right, Mr. Mergen, you're going to be asked to step down. At this
All right,
point.
thank
I
you.
panicked. Fuck. I shouldn't have
you
led like
fucked
that.
up.
That was way too hard for leading. I fucked up.
It's all right, Adam. It's a lot of pressure.
All right, defense. Any other
I was
witnesses?
leading way.
Your Honor, we'll be calling our final witness. It'll be Mr. Jasper Johns to the stand.
Your Honor, I'm objecting right away. This is going to be the same spiel as with Mr. Mergen.
What?
And we,
I will hear how this proceeds. Your objection is noted for the record.
Adam, let Gordon do this
Counselors,
one.
please. I'm sternly warning you. The questioning of these witnesses needs to be proper. If something happens like just happened with Mr. Mergen, we will have a big problem on our hand.
It will not, Your Honor, I promise.
Understood. All right. Mr. Johns, do you affirm the testimony you're about to give before this court shall be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but it under the penalty of perjury? So help you, Mitch.
Yes, I do.
All right. Take a seat.
Mr. Johns, could you please state your full name and occupation for the record?
My name is Jasper Jones, and I work for the Roosters Rest.
Thank you, Mr. Johns. How are you doing today?
I'm fine.
Good. Good to hear. Mr. Johns, did you purchase a Nissan R32 from the defendant, Harry Brown?
Objection, relevance.
Rebuttal to that, Your Honor, would be that the reason that we're here today is that Mr. Brown allegedly violated the right of first refusal by transferring the vehicle to the witness who is currently on the stand.
Right, and I have in evidence already from Mr. Brown the registration info. He's testified to the dates of when that transfer occurred. He's testified to the price. You've submitted into evidence the record of the price being transferred.
I think the judge already knows which way he's going to lean, chat.
Testimony
I think he
is this
knows
witness
already.
going to offer
You can tell in his
to
voice
the
he just wants it
issue
to be done.
of the
I think he knows
notice,
which
the
way he's
contract
leaning.
itself, the validity, anything of that sort.
Your Honor, if I would be allowed to continue with my line of questioning, Mr. Johns and his testimony would indicate that the client, Harry Brown, was acting in good faith and attempting to comply with the contract in question. That's the nature of the questioning here.
Your Honor, if I may.
Yeah.
Still no relevance to the case. All it needs to be a change of possession of said vehicle that happened. They submitted information to the docket that verifies the date when the vehicle changed possession for 1.5 million that no taxes were paid on.
I will give Counselor Adams a very short leash on this. If I do not see anything develop here quickly, then I will dismiss the witness.
Cut to the chase.
I want to be very clear that there will be no leading, and there had better be something relevant that arises. Go ahead.
I think maybe we should.
Understood, Your Honor. Mr. Johns.
No, it's fine.
How did the transfer of the vehicle take place? Can you please describe in your own words?
I was approached by Harry Brown. He asked me to call him, so I did. And he asked me if I'm still interested in buying or getting the R32. And he was willing to sell me the car because he knew my passion about the car.
Okay. Did Mr. Brown make you wait to purchase the vehicle?
Yes.
How long did Mr. Brown make you wait to purchase the vehicle?
Your Honor, objection. Again, we know about the 10 days. They established when the supposed likely sale of the car was sent to Eddie Marshall. We know when the vehicle changed possession from Mr. Brown to Mr. Johns. That's the only relevance that we need for this court case. We are not questioning here if Mr. Johns is the right person to own said vehicle or not.
Rebuttal.
Not arguing whether Mr. Johns is the correct person to own the vehicle or not, as Counselor Hayes is asserting here. Again, with one additional question, the point will be made clear that Mr. Brown was attempting to act within the confines of the contract that has brought us here today.
I don't really see what's wrong with these. What's wrong with these questions? Why is this so bad? Like the question he's asking him, are they even that bad? They don't seem that bad.
More relevant doesn't arise, then I would just strike the.
I don't see how this isn't relevant, dude. How is this not relevant?
How long?
This is the guy that bought the fucking car, no?
Oh, 12 days.
Was there a reason stated by Mr. Brown that he made you wait those 12 days?
He didn't want to break the contract from the ownership.
I have no further questions for this witness, Your Honor.
As do I. Have no further questions.
All right, Hayes, anything?
No, I've yet to see the relevance of that testimony. No further questions. No questions at all.
Yeah. So look, you can step down, Mr. Johns. Thank you.
I think
just to be clear for everyone's purposes, I'm not going to strike the testimony, but I'm going to weigh it accordingly and think should be fairly obvious to any bar certified attorneys in the room that someone's intentions do not always prescribe their actions. So I will weigh it for what it's worth. Is there any other witnesses for the defense?
We don't have anybody.
No, Your Honor. At this time, the defense rests.
All right. Are we prepared to move to closing arguments?
No, Your Honor, I need at least 10 minutes if I could.
Okay, we will reconvene at 10 minutes after the hour.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Well, Nielsen, time to go write something.
Fuck, I hard panicked. All right. Yeah, let's go right.
You go.
Get in the
I
corner.
actually feel bad for Harry now. With that defense, holy fuck.
You did good, JJ. You did good.
Hey, Lang.
Yeah.
If I lose this,
We're killing Wyatt. I hope you understand that.
I'm leaving for a month. I'm not paying this.
Okay, but we have to kill Wyatt before you leave.
Sure. I am not being prosecuted for selling a car. I'm not paying shit.
Okay, but Harry, one of your best cards was Wyatt's testimony, and he threw that harder than I throw it back when a fucking Drake song comes on.
Did he?
Yeah, he did. Wyatt
Are
fucking
you
threw the whole
deaf?
thing.
Yeah, why completely face fucked
Are
that.
you
That was
deaf,
terrible.
Harry? Of
No,
course he threw
I
it.
thought it was Adam's questioner that fucked him. I didn't think it was.
No, it was
It was
him.
it was
not
the,
being
it was
aware
his
what the
answer
fuck
that
was
didn't
going
I
make
on.
fucked up with
sense.
panicking, but yeah, his answer was not good.
Of
knew
course,
exactly
of
what
course,
to say.
Adam panicked. He asked him the question, and he said, "What? No."
I said what? I do not recall.
All right,
Of course
well-
Adam panicked.
Well, he's got to go then.
Yeah,
He's gotta
he's-
fucking go. Ridiculous.
Are you a judge?
Me?
Never mind.
Hey, can you
Yeah.
remind me what they want again, please? Their demands here. It was said at the start they want the car back. But how is that reasonable when they've already got the money that I gave to them? My money, they still have it. So what the fuck? What are they asking for here?
They want the car back because they still believe that they exercised the right of first refusal.
Right. So what happens to the money I gave them? Was just disappear in thin air? How is that even an ask? Surely I get it back.
Yeah. No, I know.
Man, this is-
and they want additional compensation too.
Well, they're not
which
getting that.
amounts to. Do you know if the vehicle has any strikes on it, Harry? Do you know?
No, I don't think so. I'm not sure. Since the ownership's been transferred, I don't know.
No, it's still clear of strikes. So yeah, they want the vehicle back an additional $661,000. They're claiming as compensation with
How
an
much?
addendum of the contract. $661,000.
Yeah, I have just about that much money. After this case, if I lose it, I'm gonna go burn it.
I don't think I don't think Crane is gonna find that in that favor, but I think he'll do one or the
I'll
other,
donate it
because
to
it's outright
charity,
business
then give it to
at this
them.
point.
I'll donate it to Africa. For the children!
It's, hell yeah. Give it to the children. Feed the kids. They don't need it. They have they have fucking millions of dollars anyway.
Lang.
Fuck.
Lang.
What, Harry?
Come to the corner, quickly. All four of you. Now, please.
Yeah. To the corner. Come on.
Yeah, I've been talking to him about it.
Listen, these cocksuckers have somehow gained access to my bank records and worked out exactly how much money I had left over after paying off my loan and getting them the money back. They're trying to bankrupt me.
What?
They're trying to bankrupt
they're
me.
saying it-
No.
they're saying
That figure is the money I have left after paying my loan back. That's all I have. They purposely upcharge. They're purposely finding me that much money to try and bankrupt me. So listen,
No, the money.
I'm gonna transfer the money to
they're
Africa.
taking- No,
I'm gonna
no,
feed the
money
children.
they're
I'm donating it to charity.
The money they're taking is half of the value of the car.
Yeah, it's convenient how that's all of my money I have left.
Harry,
Listen,
even if you
listen,
make it
listen.
disappear-
This is not fucking around now. If I lose this case, we have to go straight to the bank, take out all my money, Lang, and you can fucking burn it for all I care.
Actually, wait.
They're not getting that money back. I'm not giving them a
They'll- they'll
penny.
just- They'll just send him into debt. That's the problem.
I don't
They'll send
care.
you
I can
600
live
grand
in
the hole.
debt.
Alright,
Lang,
I'm gonna
I need you to set up a. I need you to take my money and put it somewhere. I don't know where.
I'll take care of it, Harry. Consider it done. No worries, all right?
You're gonna have to put my money in all your businesses. You know, over
I got you.
dripping it in.
Harry, easy peasy. Ready for this? I give you access to one of the business accounts that have your money, and you just use that account instead.
Yeah. I'm not paying back money if I lose. I'm not.
Yeah, so we just do that. It's easy peasy, problem solved. You know what I mean?
So what we're gonna have to do is, if I lose this, I'm gonna have to withdraw all the money in cash, and then I'm gonna have to say, "Oh, I lost it, or I got robbed." Maybe we set
You
up a
give it
fake
to me. Give
robbery.
me a couple of days. I'll fucking put it in a business account for you. I'll give you access to the business account. That's your account right there. That's all your money.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I'll live my
Send out-
life. I'll live my life in debt. In
Yeah,
the
I'm not
minus.
recommending you do that, but you just have to hope that they don't seize it immediately into the case. That's the only thing.
And
I'm
then
saying.
after I get my Street Fighter motorcycle, we take out a tuner shop.
Yes.
Yes.
Yes, and Wyatt.
Wyatt.
As
Wyatt,
much as they're
fuck
talking,
that.
as much as Jim Hayes is talking about taxes, I don't think taxes are considered on G&E. That sounds like felony tax evasion to me. Not that I'd ever snitch, but you know, for as much as he's bringing that shit up with Harry,
Yeah, I mean
You should
they
Yeah,
were
why
the
is he
one-
bringing that up, though? That's what I don't understand.
they brought up G&E before we did. We weren't even gonna mention it. It's supposed to be secret.
yeah.
But you know
Well,
what's bullshit, though? This whole, they didn't have to sign the contract for it to be legally binding. Like, that shit's just fucking weird.
Yeah,
Mhm.
that sucks. I fucking hate that, and I don't love that I'm being argued in that way. But you know, it is what it is.
I could tell how bored the judge was getting, and I know that's because he's already got his verdict in his mind. He's ready. You know, he knows what side he's
Yeah,
gonna
you're
lean on.
fucked, Harry.
Yeah,
You're
I'm fucked.
You're fucked. There's no way you win this. I'm sorry.
Because he doesn't care about my motives of selling it. He only cares about the contract being breached. That's why
Yeah,
he
but the
cut short that
contract
interview.
That wasn't signed till 45 days, they said, right?
Yeah, I mean, but they don't care, man. He overlooked the whole thing, and it's bullshit. That's
Yeah.
okay. It makes me wonder as well, how are they going to get the car back from JJ if you refuse to give it to him? Like, we might have to put JJ into hiding.
Wait, should I take ownership of his car for now? Put it into hiding?
Well, I think it's going to get real dirty,
Well,
Lang.
no, that's gonna get you rung up with a whole handful of felonies.
How is it? How are they going to know where the car's hidden? Hello?
Never gonna find it.
Never going to find it. I mean,
We'll never find the car.
this is going to get messy. These cocksuckers didn't even sign the contract. I mean, we can play dirty too.
That's
Yeah.
true, but they know that the vehicle's in JJ's possession now. They could write up a subpoena for him to turn over the registration to see who he transferred it to.
What were we talking about, by the way?
Yeah, but if we transfer
so-
to
and on
somebody
and
who
on and
transfers
on.
to somebody who transfers it to somebody who
Yeah,
transfers
Well,
to
they would just
somebody who
yeah,
they would just
transfers
go
to
down the
somebody
they
who
would just go down the
transfers it to
fucking
somebody.
line, right? No, I understand what you're saying, but they just go down the fucking line, right?
Wouldn't
What
they
if
have to
we
get?
win scratching?
Wouldn't they have to get like a warrant for every single time they do that?
Subpoena for every
I would
individual.
It would take a long time.
It would. I mean, they would eventually get there. That's. But I don't
it
know.
just doesn't
We'll
make
see how
sense
this
to me.
goes.
They didn't sign the
what's that?
contract. Like, that is what doesn't make sense to me.
Yeah, no, every contract I've ever signed has had to have 2 signatures on it for it to be enforceable. But
So how is this one not enforceable then?
well, it depends on what the judge says. I
feel like-
suppose.
I feel like
Oh,
every
shit,
horror
everybody.
movie,
I'm
Daniel,
gonna lose my
over
mind.
there,
I'm getting
this
pissed now.
barely eliminated figure.
I love Lang, dude.
So, yeah. Holy shit, dude.
Oh, look.
Is that a unicorn?
JJ leave? Did he leave with the car?
Norman.
There's a light bulb over
You're gonna go put the uniform, bro?
Turn my eyes.
Maybe that's the first step for a bro turn.
What's up, guys?
We're still not over, baby.
I think this could get really fucking dicey, dude.
Yeah, right over Jaeger's head too. Perfect.
I think it's gonna get really messy, man, if we lose, because I'm not gonna be paying up, and JJ ain't gonna want to give the car back, and it's gonna be a mess.
Like, how the fuck are you supposed to see? What is this?
Oh no,
Jesus
no.
Christ, this is what I pay my taxes for?
Is
The
Tony in the
fucking goddamn
bathroom
city
right now? How do we hear
literally
him?
goes out of power and there's no fucking generators. This is what I'm paying my taxes for. My hard working money, my 37% in fucking taxes. This is where my money's going for. Jesus Christ.
I heard somebody was embezzling that money.
The thing is, guys, listen. Is it really my fault, though, that everyone took a break from the server and wasn't playing their characters? Why is that my fault? Why am I being punished for that? Think about it.
I lost a very dear friend because Pillbox didn't have a generator.
So that could be interpreted as abusive potentially.
He's probably
His life support went
the
out.
Washington clips now.
Dumbass.
The real question is, how the hell
Oh, that was yeah, Jaeger. Stop it.
Oh my God, Jaeger.
I saw it.
Jaeger the bad boy.
Where did Max go? I was literally just talking about
Is the Vatican about to come in or what? What's going on?
Hey, is Tony stuck in the bathroom? Where is he?
I'm gonna have a bloody.
the other thing
Easier.
that, you know, it's going to be his interpretation. We do have testimony that the contract doesn't specifically note who needs to be notified.
Is that gonna work?
It's still there. And they can't.
And I mean,
prove
I think the
marriage.
only person who has the right to tell you
Huh.
you can't
Good
even
enough.
offer
That's
you
some
a
light.
vehicle is the lien holder, which is the loan company that you.
Can we
Maybe
not
the
do
light
that?
isn't a great idea.
Guys,
Holy
the
shit.
goggles do nothing.
Oh shit! There you go.
You know, with regards to liens and everything.
Turn that shit off.
Ow, my eyes.
You're gonna burn the top of Eddie's head. Come on.
Ow.
All right.
Out.
But I get where you're going.
Hey, what's up, Brian? What's going on, brother?
Oh, hey.
Hey, do I get up there and do like a personal closing statement, or? Well, I want to, Adam.
Listen, all right, it's a flashlight. The
I don't understand why I'm being punished if someone weren't around
Oh fuck!
for selling a car, Adam. I'm being treated like a criminal here.
Wait, he can't hear me.
Sorry, I'm reading the closing.
Can't hear you, dumbass.
Adam, if there's no emotion in this, I will batter you.
Chill.
I want to go drive the car.
We need emotion.
Dumbass.
One last ride.
He's fine.
There's no one telling him to say bye to the car.
I mean, to be fair, Wyatt was a colossal fuck.
Harry. Yeah, Wyatt. The Wyatt thing was a fuck.
I will say that I do agree with the whole.
Oh my god. My
I
eyes.
do agree with
Fuck.
the whole fact that they should be signing that, even if it's just an agreement.
Yeah.
Hey, what's going on, Harry? What's up, brother?
Hey, good to see you, Tony.
Case of when?
Yeah, it's been quite a long case. Yeah, good one.
Kind of just allows people to write in there.
We're about to wrap it up, I think.
Congratulations. What?
Dumbass.
No, the lights. They burned my eyes.
Dumbass.
As long as the both sides have good intention, you don't
No, it's okay. I can still move. Oh.
sign it.
Yeah, back in the UK,
Thank you.
if it's anything to do with an agreement or a contract, you have to sign it. And if you
Why are
don't
you
sign
frowning
it, then
at
it's
me,
not
baby?
valid until both signatures have been signed.
Yeah, that should just show laziness on effort.
Kratos, are you good?
It's fine. It's fine.
Your leg's giving out.
Dude, it's gonna be so fishy when we walk out of here, take 700k out of the bank or 600k out of the bank, and it just disappears, man.
Who? Oh, Tony.
So, I mean, who's it going to go to then if it gets taken off you, JJ?
Back to the dinner shop.
But will you also get your money back? What? So you're going to put the money into the cat and lose it all?
JJ shouldn't even be here, dude. He should be planning what the fuck he's gonna be doing to try and save this goddamn car, man.
Yeah, because it sets an
initially transfer off to someone else, and then from there, I don't know, keep planning, and then do something else, and do something else, and just keep moving it around.
I hope it stays that.
If you shouldn't just bend, like roll over
Yeah,
and
Harry,
give
you
in.
winning or what?
So it's gonna suck for Harry, but place that within the card, don't go back to the tuna shop, and then you.
Harry,
both stop.
come talk to me, brother. Are you winning or what? What's going on?
It's not looking good.
So what the fuck happened? Like what's going on? Like, why aren't you winning? Hello?
It's kind of hard.
Is it complicated?
It's kind of complicated. They didn't sign the contract, but no one really cares that the contract wasn't signed by them. No one cares, so that doesn't help.
Wait, that makes no sense.
Yeah, we know, and not only that, they don't care about like my intentions of selling it. They only care about the fact the contract was breached. They don't care why I did it, who I gave it to, the fact I didn't make profit off it, I lost money. They don't care about any of that. So it's looking like I'm fucked. If I'm
So
gonna be
wait,
honest.
why are we here?
Well, and then the only other thing that I'm thinking too is, all right, absent the signature, the contract still doesn't say that Harry
Rose,
Brown has to
thanks for
notify.
coming, guys. Appreciate it.
You know,
Guys,
doesn't
this
have
is
to notify
fucking
Mary
cringe.
Mushkin
What the fuck is this
He
shit?
notified the owner of the tuner shop. He waited 12
Yeah.
months.
Let's
There was no
go.
response. So we can try that, I guess.
Oh, the back.
That's
the back.
that's gonna be the last pitch.
Wait, so what's the whole fucking point of this? This seems fucking
All
like
right, court will come
pretty
back to
stupid
order.
if you ask me.
Well, we'll see how it goes.
We'll hear closing arguments, starting with the plaintiff.
Good luck, Nielsen. Godspeed.
Yeah, good luck, Adam. Can't nail it.
May it please the court, your honors, counsel, ladies and gentlemen. We do not question if Mr. Brown or Mr. Johns are car enthusiasts or not. We actually believe it to be the case, but this is not what we have been talking about here. Both own an owned multitude of different cars. The two parties that agreed upon this contract, a valid agreement including all the needed elements and the evidence of their acceptance, said contract, the sale and right of first refusal agreement, both the dealer and the customer need to abide by it. We demonstrated that the agreement includes an offer, an acceptance, the vehicle sold is legal by any means, and there was a monetary exchange as consideration. We talked about a message that sounds less of an offer for a car as it has a plotline and a port flick. A message so vague, so penumbral, we neither know if the defendant really wants to sell the car or what the car he's talking about actually is. Admittedly, the defendant wrote Eddie Marshall, and he's the owner of the Sixer Tuner Shop, but as in any well-structured company, he's not in charge for every single aspect of the business. We're aware that mistakes happen and no one is without fault but made by design or advice from your legal counsel, or just by simple mistake. Everybody is capable of having safeguards in place or is capable of rectifying mishaps. Maybe you talked to the wrong person. Try other means of communication. Call the person that sold you the car. And if that doesn't work, talk to the person in charge. Mary Mushkin. But what concerned us the most
That's
is the fact
conjecture,
that the defense summoned
but-
witnesses
object to it.
that came very close to
You
lying
can't
on the
in closing.
stand, weren't
damn it.
able to read a script prepared by the
object to
defense
closing.
counsel and a witness without relevance.
Only if they misstate testimony.
This is a simple yet serious matter. The defendant, Harry Brown, is in breach of contract and is to return and pay punitive damages as outlined in the sale and right of first refusal agreement. Thank you.
Look, Adam.
All right, defense counsel.
Holy shit.
Your Honor, the plaintiff and their counsel have alleged gross wrongdoing on the part of Harry Brown today. However, the story is a lot less simple than that. As it was not specified anywhere in the contract signed by
Thank
Harry
God.
Brown,
Thank
and
God.
there was no signature at the time to have her name on the document, there was nothing stating who the car should be sold to or even implying it. Harry Brown elected to send a text message to Eddie Marshall, the owner of the Six Star Tuner Shop, who he believed to be involved in the process and the most prominent member of the shop. It's clear from Harry Brown's text message to Eddie Marshall, who, as Eddie himself stated, is involved in the sale of every vehicle that leaves the Six Star Tuner Shop floor. Additionally, neither Harry Brown nor Eddie Marshall had any reason to believe the car referenced in the text message would be referring to any vehicle besides Harry's R32, as the tuner shop has not and never has sold or purchased any vehicles.
Thank God.
Such as those owned by Harry Brown at the time. And then moving on to the time period after Harry's text message, as stated in the contract, quote, dealer will notify customer of its exercise of the right of first refusal within 10 days after receiving customer's request for sale of his or her model. And then it goes into more what ifs about if they had refused or if they had refused rather than lack of response. The only way to interpret this in my eyes is to assume that a lack of response is the same as a positive response, saying Harry can sell it to anyone he pleases, as they had lost their right after those 10 days had lapsed. If the tuner shop believed Harry Brown's method for contacting Eddie Marshall for this notification to be lacking, rather than suing defendant Brown for $1.9 million in asset, they should be looking at their own contract and deciding to add those details themselves. While Harry was acting in good faith and working with the contract to the best of his ability, Mary Mushkin and the Six Star Tuner Shop elected to sign a contract late after the vehicle had been sold, just before submitting that picture of the signatures into evidence. In short, Harry Brown has acted fully within his rights to sell the vehicle after abiding by the contract with no specifications. For that reason, Harry Brown should be able to walk out of this courtroom with money in his pocket, and JJ should be able to walk out of here with his car.
My man. Good shit. That was brilliant.
Godspeed, you fucking.
All right.
That was
thank you
beautiful.
for your presentation of your various cases. We'll remove now myself to deliberation. This matter
That was
will
really
likely
good, Adam.
take,
That was
just a
really
amount of
good.
Time. I'm going to estimate that the verdict will be available sometime within the next, let's say, 40 or so minutes. If you would like to remove yourselves, I understand. I will issue a state announcement when the verdict is ready to be delivered. Thank you.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Holy crap.
Fuck me.
Heavy stuff.
40.
You know, 40 minutes is a long
Oh
time.
my god.
Excuse me.
He said, "Don't leave though, Penny. Stay
Oh, did he say 40 minutes? I wasn't really listening.
Yeah, he
Wait,
said
what
it's going
was-
to be 40 minutes and I'll put out a state announcement. We can
Jesus.
Oh, is it deliberating? Okay.
Yeah, he's thinking of the verdict. It's going to be a while.
Good closing statement, Adam. Good closing statement.
Hey,
Yeah, you
Adam,
brought it back.
You brought up every single point, and it was brilliant. Really good.
yeah.
Now,
Harry,
I will kill somebody if I
I
have
take
to.
everything
I
back
don't know what
said.
happened with Wyatt. I emailed him asking if he could wake up in the city to talk about the
Sounds
case.
like
And then
diarrhea.
rather than that, we ended up emailing, and he's basically, I just asked him, were you present for the conversation or any conversations that Harry had with the tuner shop? He said yes. I asked if he heard any of the things they were alleging about
Penny.
who to contact and how to contact them. He said he didn't. And then today, I asked him basically those same questions prior to the court case. He gave the same answers, and he got up on the stand and just completely fucked it.
Yeah, I don't know what the fuck went through his head. Was it like stage fright?
I don't
was that
know.
balding? I was already bald, Penny. I don't think I can go beyond that.
What were you going to say, Tony?
Guys, this is just this makes no sense. I mean, you tried
They've
to
been here for
sell
like
them the
3
car
hours.
back, right?
Yeah, it makes zero sense.
Been going on.
Yeah, I mean, I did try. Like, I mean, listen,
That burp was brought to you by G
listen,
Fuel.
guys. This is
Anyways,
the longest and the most amount of times people from the tuner shop have even been in the city, and it's for a court case. It's not my fault they're not around.
True.
Yeah,
I hate to be that guy, and I hate to say it, but like,
I mean, in all honesty, they should have allowed more people within their company to, take in trade-ins and sales and shit, right?
I
Sure,
also
they
don't
should.
understand how they're expecting to get $2 million and the car back.
Well, no, it's a 1.9 in assets, so they're asking for the car and then like 660 grand.
No.
Of course
They want both, don't they?
Doesn't make sense. They have the
No.
car
I
back. Why
thought
the fuck
said
do they need
wanted
money?
Both.
How dare you question
Well, no,
that, Dennis?
they're asking for both.
Immediate return of the vehicle as well as 661,200.
But that's
Oh, okay. I
that.
thought they said that
The
they
thing is,
wanted
but are they gonna
1.3
give me
million plus
immediately my?
tax.
Are they gonna give immediately the money back that I paid?
I don't know. And I guess I should have mentioned like.
Like Bruno's fell
Nah,
Which
yeah, I
makes no
forgot
sense
this in
if
the
they just
closing.
admitted on the stand that they don't actually own the vehicles that they sell. They're just like the middleman. Why the
That
fuck
do
would they
be
get
true.
the entire value
That
of the
do be
vehicle
true.
back?
Yeah, I should have brought that
means
up
the
more,
money
and I
also
should have.
just straight go back to Harry because he doesn't have the vehicle that he bought through them from whoever actually owned the vehicle.
Like this is essentially a $660,000 court fee, and I should have brought that up in the closing. I fucked up with that.
Adam, you need to answer. Okay, Lang, Adam, and Gordon, sidebar, please.
It's Norman.
Norman, I'll be over. I'm coming.
Lang, get over here.
Titus, if you don't mind.
Here. Look, I'm standing here.
Hey, we're walking here, okay?
Look, I'm standing here, all right?
Wait, guys, we can leave the courtroom.
Yeah, let's
I'm
go.
just gonna put out a
bro.
statement.
But
We can
I
come
like
back.
standing here. It feels official.
That's right. I'm
Fine,
standing here. You go
yeah, you can
find
stand
somewhere
there.
else to stand. That's right. Get out of here.
Yeah, we can leave the courtroom.
Calling him ugly.
Hey, Bear, good to see you.
I think there may be
What's up, baby?
ways to get rid of me.
Lang. Go upstairs or something.
I mean, we should probably just leave the courtroom. All right, we can be up here.
Adam, do you want to go get Lang? He was supposed to come along.
No, it's okay. I don't need Lang for this.
That's fine. You don't need Lang.
So what happens if you would have done this before, and if a civil case is lost, am I immediately billed for 600 grand?
We can talk about that with Crane. I don't think he would want to immediately bill you for that much, and
because if he will,
that
if
would
he
put
if,
90% of the city in debt.
I mean,
if they got billed that, I don't think he would do that.
because
He
if
might
that is
say, like,
if he
payment
does
plan.
immediately bill, then I'm about to go to the bank right now and get all my money out of my account.
Okay, don't do that,
Why not?
because he would definitely want to fuck you for that.
Well, after his ruling.
Well, no, Adam. He would just sink him into debt.
Actually,
The thing is, I'm not in debt, am I? Because I still have my money.
I think if he were to see you move all of your money out, he would.
I'm saying
immediately.
Well, he can't look at the bank account.
Yeah, it'd be if someone.
There's not a subpoena to look at
if
Harry's
someone
I
snitched.
feel like judges kind of freely look at that. In cases like this, I feel like they just kind of look.
Okay, it's risky. Maybe when we have the hope that if I lose this, he doesn't instantly take the money. Because I tell you, if I get a chance to remove it, I'm taking it. And I'm getting out of the country as well.
You do you.
I'm taking my 600 grand. I'm going to fucking Bora Bora.
Hell yeah.
Yep.
Oh yeah, the Lang defense.
Nicest time here.
Yeah. There's no fucking shot. I'll go spunk all that money in Bora Bora. I ain't giving it to these guys. I mean, do you know how hard I had to work for that money? And here's the thing. Yeah, I bought a car from them, and they got fuck tons of illegal fucking cryptocurrency and my hard-earned cash. Okay, it's not like they're empty-handed here. Fuck this.
So, I find it very interesting that they brought up the cryptocurrency, and I don't know what I want to do with that information. Right? If anything should be done with that information, because if they're trying to press you and give you shit for taxes paid on a private transfer, shouldn't they be pressed on taxes paid on GNE or lack thereof?
Yeah, and I guess with the private transfer, they were trying to say like Harry made more money than the tuner shop, but he still lost money in the end.
I think we should have made clear like the fact they spent hundreds of thousands on upgrades, but we were getting shut down so hard from his. He was objecting more than you guys, and that says something. The thing is, I think this is over, and the reason I say it's over is because the judge doesn't give a rat's ass about my intentions. That's the problem. Doesn't care.
I wasn't sure what type of Judge Crane was. It seems he is much more letter of the contract than I kind
He
of
only
expected.
cares about the contracts. Yeah, I didn't.
Yeah, I kind of assumed he would be a bit more like Coyote, where like going after whether you were bad faith or not would be more important.
And the thing is, what's hilarious is if I lose this, I didn't go. I fulfilled everything that contract asked for me. I did. Their contracts fucking made like fucking shit. The guy that wrote it's an idiot, and I obeyed by the contract. The thing is, they've because of my flaws in the text message, they've been able to spin this case completely.
Adam, do you think there's any chance that he looks at this contract as abusive?
I don't know.
I hope he just reads the part himself. I really hope he reads the part that I'm supposed to read and follow. I hope he fucking reads it. Because I did everything it asked me to do. The thing is, and it's also not my fault with Eddie. Eddie said it himself, guys. He said it on the stand. He's only just seen my message today. He wasn't even around. None of those guys are around. That shop's been dead as a fucking doorknob. Not my problem. But here I am. I'm about to get fucking giga-fucked for it. It's bullshit, man. It's fucked up.
Told JJ to go spin the car around the block a few times.
No, JJ shouldn't be here. He should be working on ways to fucking somehow hide that car. I don't know, something.
No, if he hides the car, they'll just fucking bill him for the value of it.
Yeah, but
actually, I don't know. Honestly, he'd probably be down for that.
Yeah,
because
I'm
he'd
sure
be able
he
to
would.
keep his R32.
Or they'd ring up something. Hold on, let me look at the relief request again.
Well, they requested the immediate return of the vehicle, and then monetary compensation.
Guys, I'm gonna take it off a moat for until we're
So
back
if
in
you were to
session.
transfer it, and
Okay.
They wanted to be real shitty. They could say that he violated a court order.
Guys, don't forget, drop those Twitch
Yeah,
primes if
that's
you
the
have them.
thing.
And thank you for all the
Because,
subs, resubs, gifties today.
Crane would
Sorry I
maybe
couldn't read them all
go-
out, but
yeah, we can bill him for the money.
that was
I don't know.
kind
We
of
can maybe.
I wanted you guys to be able to
If
hear.
Crane
you know.
is ruling in their favor, I guess we could just potentially ask, like, "Hey, would you be willing to let JJ keep the car and bill for the money, and they can just get another one and sell it?"
So honestly, guys, thank you for all the
Because
support.
JJ loves the car.
Also, guys, I just want to say thank you. You guys did absolutely kill it. I mean, I was throwing on the fucking stand. Wyatt threw on the stand. Adam, you had a hiccup, but your closing statement.
Oh god.
Yeah, the closing statement was solid.
I'm getting a bar complaint for that for sure.
Oh, I think I'm gonna get one too, but that's okay. I can fight mine off.
I keep forgetting your
Just
name.
be like, yeah, I panicked and fucked up. Norman Adams.
That's it. I want to keep calling you Gordon
Norman
for some
Adams,
reason. It's Norman.
Yeah.
Norman, you were
yeah,
pretty
it's all-
impeccable the whole way through, so good shit. You're scary. I mean, at the start you had them fucking shivering, especially Mary. You were fucking savage, so I mean you both killed it. I mean, good job.
Yeah. Well, we were here to talk about the contract. I wanted to pick her apart for the contract in and of itself.
Yeah, I mean their lawyer saved their ass. I thought their lawyer was weak, but he saved them so hard.
Well, when he wrote it, knows it front to back, and thinks that he's written in every single, you know.
I think I should have objected to more shit. After a while, like
the thing is, man, you could tell the judge was starting to get annoyed at you, and I know what that feels like.
yeah,
so.
but I think like when Crane was going over, or not Crane, Hayes was going over the evidence and kind of giving his entire spin on everything and like all that, I think we should have probably objected to that.
Thank you, Jack,
He
and
was still
thank
quoting
you,
it verbatim
Voided Reaper, and thank you as well.
I thought
bro.
he was giving his own spin on it, was he not?
No,
At
he
least in
read
some
entire
part?
articles of the contract. That's
Oh.
what he was doing. Well, I need to go think about using the restroom downstairs. I'll be right back.
Man.
Yeah.
God, you've come a long way, Adam. I just want to say I'm proud of you, you know. From being a
Hey, what's
fucking
up, Buddha?
male Karen, you know.
We're up top in the
Look at you now, Adam.
main
Huh?
room of City Hall. All right.
You scream
Thank
Sigma
you,
male.
Harry. Oh my God, I am.
You're a Sigma in the court.
Also, speaking of Sigma males, let me get my hat.
Okay, that's not. That hat looks pathetic in a suit, but you do you, Adam. Lang is so fucking blind. Look at this guy.
Here's some bullshit, Harry. The more I realize how bullshit this is, so their
Wait, is
argument.
Harry up here? Oh no,
Yeah,
there
he's
he
right
is.
here.
Never mind.
Their argument is that Harry should have contacted Mary and Tommy, which, by the way, I don't know why he didn't fucking lie and just say he tried to call everybody multiple times, Harry. He should have just said that, but that's besides the point.
I was
Their
thinking.
argument-
Listen, I hesitated because I was
we probably
thinking on the
should've.
spot, and I thought if I lie, if they go through phone records, it's over. They could do that. They could check They could check my cool
definitely
logs,
can.
and I thought, nah, I
If,
didn't.
If
I
they
didn't.
lost,
So.
if they lost, I assure
Yeah,
you.
but either way,
Hayes
it's
would have
besides the
done
point
that.
because even if he did contact Mary and Tommy have to get approval of everything through Eddie. So it doesn't matter
Yeah.
who fucking
Yeah, I
Harry
know.
would contact. They would have to go through Eddie either way.
And it didn't say in the contract, man, who I had to contact, or of anyone in particular. I don't know. I don't know how they've done it. I don't know how they've. The lawyer, I think, might have won this case just purely on his objections and scope calls. Like.
Yeah, that lawyer killed it.
Yeah,
I'm sorry, but Adam
was fucking up a
fucking
lot.
turned the tides a lot there. Adam turned the tides a lot there. Not Adam, sorry, Wyatt.
Yeah,
But
hard
Wyatt took
fucked up
that
with
stand. It was like, 45, 55, on who's going to win. Then he just, it just went up to like 75%. I don't know what the fuck Adam was thinking. Or Wyatt. I don't know what the fuck I keep saying Adam. Sorry.
Oh my God, you used to yell at me.
It makes. I'm a bit concerned someone's had a word with Wyatt before this case because he's big in the scene.
Honestly, yeah. I don't know. That was.
Wait, you think he
real.
did that intentionally?
I honestly, I
because
don't
he turned up
know.
late. He turned up yawning, half asleep. Turned up as soon as the case starts, and completely cummed and shit all over it. He's one of the best racers in the city. I think someone had a word of him beforehand.
Ah, really? So we are gonna grab Wyatt and we're gonna go through his fucking phone then, Harry.
I don't know.
Kill this motherfucker.
Yep.
You fucking
I don't
serious?
know what happened with Wyatt. Like if someone spoke to him or what. I planned on. I don't know. It was hard to fucking get to him in the city because we emailed at first when I asked him to come around, and then he woke up like right at the time of the court case. So I only got one opportunity to ask him shit. When I asked him shit, it was very clearly like, hey, so Harry Brown, or you were there when Harry Brown purchased his vehicle, correct? Yes. Did you hear Mary Mushkin or anyone from the tuner shop and Harry talking about any details of the contract? Yes. Did you hear them say who he has to sell it to or whatever? No. And like that was it. So I don't know what the fuck happened.
Where is this cocksucker?
He left very quickly.
Like honestly, I see
Husby
a
with the 5
world where
gifties.
he
God bless. Thank
misinterpreted
you,
what I
man.
said.
84 in total.
So
Thank
I don't
you, man. Thank you, Husby.
necessarily want to condemn him, but God, that was bad.
That was horrible.
Thing is, Lang, you see what I'm up against here. You saw the whole case. Like the judge completely dismissed any of my intentions of selling. He didn't care about JJ's story.
Yeah,
the thing is, the thing is, the fact the judge only cares about the contract, and the contract.
No, it's funny
is
because he
incorrect.
only cares about the contract, but she signed the contract way after the sale.
Well, yeah, but Harry would basically be Harry at the time, and I mean since then. signed the contract himself. He agreed to the terms in the contract. He
It
fully
doesn't
believed that.
matter. If I took a fucking mortgage out with the bank and I'm the only one that signed the contract, and I went to the bank and said, "Give me my fucking money." Oh, we didn't sign a contract, sir. I don't give a shit. I signed it. Get my fucking money right now. That doesn't make sense. That doesn't make any sense.
I agree.
Well,
It literally makes zero sense.
The thing is, it's something where like all of the obligations that stemmed from the contract were from Harry. There was nothing in the contract that's like the tuner shop failed to uphold because they didn't sign it.
Yeah, they did fail
Everything-
to uphold, Adam. They failed to fucking
They did fail to
they failed
uphold.
to get
No,
back
I
to
mean-
me. They failed to fucking return
but
my
when
text.
when I say that, I mean it's not like they had obligations to fulfill outside of like purchasing the vehicle from you. They didn't have to
Of
like.
course they did.
give
They
you
had to get my
anything or do
fucking
anything.
car. What are you saying, Adam? They had to get my fucking car. That's the thing they had to uphold. If Harry signed that contract, right? Weeks go by. He doesn't get his car, and he goes and demands his car. His only argument was, "I signed the contract." What the fuck do you think they're gonna say? Oh, we didn't sign it yet.
Well, like if I sign a contract saying I am
No code. Thank you
taking
for the gifty, bro.
$50 from you, and you give me $50, there's nothing else in the contract that could be like violated on their end because they didn't sell it. Like their obligation was
Yeah, but the
basically
thing they can
over.
violate is not getting back to Harry in the
Yeah,
appropriate
no,
time.
I agree with that, but I think that's kind of separate from a contract where like, okay, when you own this car, we are going to like, oh God, Harry, I'm
Adam,
sorry,
that's
the second
twice
time
you've done that.
That's the second time tonight. Take some chalk aids.
Give him here. Thank
Take
you.
some chalk aids.
Damn.
But,
Sorry.
Yeah, so if it were like, okay, when you own the car, we are going to like give you X, Y, Z, and they had things to do outside of the like sale of the car, and then the right of first refusal, which basically falls upon Harry. Like at least all of the negatives fall upon Harry, and the tuner shop only gets like positives from it. I think it doesn't necessarily matter that they didn't sign it. However, it does show bad faith, and it would have worked really well if we could point to that they signed it late, and we had Wyatt saying Mary was lying about what she told him.
Baby Jaha,
but
thank you for the 5
we
months.
did not have that from Wyatt.
I find it hilarious how their lawyer openly admitted to them using G&E when there was cops in the fucking courtroom, dude.
I mean, it's in their contract that it's 3450 G&E. Like the entire city knows.
Yeah, I suppose so. It's funny how they harp on about taxes, yet they're using unregulated cryptocurrencies.
Yeah. I
Yeah, I
think
mean,
I
if
might
there's-
know the point they were going with the taxes, but it was a dumb point. And they dropped it and didn't mention it in closing or anything because it was like irrelevant.
I don't know. I feel like the signature's got to go both ways. I don't know. That's just my opinion, though.
Yeah, I
It's
mean,
always been in any manner I've ever had to deal with in the city, but you know.
Well, what did Eddie say when you went over, Lang?
Doesn't it show that if she didn't sign it, that
Yeah,
she
no,
wasn't ready to agree to the terms of the contract? You know what I mean?
well, it would have been like, oh, she didn't sign it, but she fulfilled the obligation to sell the car and did everything on their end, not including the exercising the right of first refusal, but everything else, like she did as if she was abiding by the contract. Harry acted as if the contract was valid.
Why
and
not
was
sign a
abiding by it.
contract, though, right?
I mean, yeah, there's not really a reason that they shouldn't. have
There's no
signed it.
reason not to. But
Yeah.
their argument is it's just
Lang-
since every other aspect of it took place.
Once
Yeah, to be clear, like my argument is my argument. It doesn't necessarily mean like that is the.
Listen,
true
if we
way to
lose this case line, we have to go back to the manor, bring this JJ guy to the manor, and we'll have to come up with some kind of plan. All right.
I mean, I feel bad for JJ. He's gonna be down what 1.6 and a car.
And a car, yeah.
And a car.
He gets fucked more than anybody.
Yep. And the tuner shop doubled down. Not only did they get their car back, they get the money I gave them originally.
We're going to be giving JJ a lot of employee of the weeks pretty soon.
The lawyers are not cooked. They did not everyone's an IRL lawyer, dude.
He's never gonna leave the woods.
These guys
Never
did
come
fucking
back.
great.
He's gonna go and he'll never come back.
The judge kept shutting them down because he's getting sick of them objecting. I don't know if you know how
Hopefully
that
if
feels,
they
but
rule against us, it's
he kept
not
he warned us as well. We couldn't
taking
even question
everything
JJ. We got
that they're
warned.
asking
Like
for.
I don't think they really did anything wrong at all.
Yeah, we still have 2 outs. I don't know how likely either of them are, but we still have 2 outs.
Yeah.
The thing is, if everyone can walk away happy here, if they give me the money and Genie back, they can have the car back. Then I give
Yeah,
that
they're not
money
gonna
straight
do-
back to JJ.
So no, but that doesn't make sense. How do they get to keep the money that he paid? For
Exactly. That's
The car? Is it
exactly.
in the contract?
I mean, basically, but that's
Yeah,
what I'm saying.
basically.
Hopefully, Crane doesn't essentially put Harry like 1.9 million
Well, that's
in the
okay.
hole on top of the
No, it's okay.
money he put in the car.
It's okay. If they want to fuck me, then I'll fuck them back over time. Don't worry.
Right, but they're also fucking JJ too.
Yeah.
You know.
Well, I'll fuck them back on JJ's behalf as well. We'll see who next gets into office.
Yeah, I mean, let's say they get all this shit. I don't know if. Do you think we'd be able to sue him back because this is like a predatory contract?
That's kind of what
Like,
I'm hoping he
I
would
think-
consider
I
during
think-
deliberation.
Yeah. Crane probably is considering that, but if he's not, I don't know. I think either way, maybe we should countersue if Harry loses and say the contract is predatory, it was vague, and the things that they would receive in return for violating the contract are incredibly expensive and valuable.
Fucking hell. What the fuck are we gonna do about JJ, boys?
Feel bad for him. If he loses, I don't know. We'll see. We'll see.
Yeah, there's still a chance that this comes out.
Yeah.
What are
Yeah.
our chances here, Adam?
I want to say.
don't know.
I want to say 25% in our favor.
I think
It was 50-50. When I come into this, but now I'm at 25%.
I feel like we should have made the point, guys, that everything has to go through Eddie. That's why Harry only went to
Yeah.
Eddie. Because even if we went to other people, it's got to have Eddie's approval. Like, nothing literally in that shop can be done without Eddie's approval. It's always been that way.
The thing is, the fucking bullshit lawyer would have called relevance and scope. Like, that's how you win court cases.
hopefully, like if we get rule against, I don't know, maybe we do the nuclear option, try to appeal to the Senate because it is it is over $1.9 million. It is the biggest civil case the city has seen. So
Yeah,
hopefully they'd
true. I
be
thought
willing
they
to entertain
capped
it.
civil cases a while back, Adam. I thought you could only sue for so much.
Well, they capped them for cops.
Oh, that's it.
But, yeah.
Correct. Yeah. Now I
Oh,
remember.
so citizens can still get fucked, but their precious police officers are always protected. It's
Yeah.
wonderful.
Citizens, they can fuck each other, and
They're like rats.
state got to look out for the state, yo.
That's how this whole system's fucked, Lang.
Fucked.
Miss Denzel being mayor.
Fucking hell.
Lang, the most important thing, I mean, you know this, make sure you get your bike, and then once you get your bike, well.
You're like a pro bike? They're pretty wicked.
No. If JJ loses, I'm gonna give my Lexus.
Oh my god.
If he loses the car,
I mean-
I'm gonna give him my Lexus. I'm not standing for this shit. And then Eddie can fucking, I dare him to try to sue my ass.
Oh shit.
Oh hell yeah.
Deal with it afterwards. This is a very important piece.
I mean, listen, I don't think JJ is gonna want the fucking Lexus as a piece of shit, but I do like Lang's stand against Eddie. Hey, you're all good.
Are you trying to pull a fucking Star Wars on me right now?
You allowed to sit there?
I don't know.
What you? What the fuck is that?
Maple Story.
What the fuck is Maple Story?
Are you
Video
winning,
game,
son?
you old fuck.
Jesus.
Oh my God, Harry! You got this, Harry. You're gonna win.
No.
What do you mean?
Also,
no?
what the hell are you doing here? I thought you went on vacation.
I am there. What do you mean? I still have to be around. You know?
Why?
What do you mean why? Because otherwise I don't get
Imagine
paid.
playing this game, man, where you can play New World.
Do you need to get
I wish I
paid,
had a
Eugene?
Huh?
Yes,
Do you need to get paid?
Yeah. Would you not get paid?
No, you sound good though. Considering you sound really good.
I mean, you don't sound good. Like everyone to
20K
me
if you
sounds
bang that
shit. I don't know.
gavel.
It's annoying.
Oh.
Annoying me.
Already banged it.
Everyone's like anti-bassy.
You pick it up, dumbass.
It's my hearing
Already
aids, you
did
know?
it.
It's been
Do it again.
good little vacation so far.
Pushing that
Yeah, it's
pellet
been
that
good.
far.
Everyone sounds like Lang to me.
The thing
It's
is,
the world I live in.
the thing is, I've got used to how Lang sounds. It's weird. I kind of,
Even now, everyone sounds like that to me.
I actually love how Lang sounds. I hope it stays
Yeah,
like
you
that
like it?
forever.
Harry, you're gonna win. You're gonna win, Harry.
Well, the thing is,
No, he's not.
I might. The judge is
No,
taking.
no, you will not.
The judge is taking
Yeah,
a
but
long
like
time.
this contract's like super illegal. You know what I mean? It sounds like super illegal, so they'll probably just be like, "No."
Did you
that's
catch the
bad."
whole thing, Eugene, or just a bit of it?
No, just a bit. We had to kidnap Gunner and shoot him and sell his body.
Oh God.
Yeah,
I did surgery on him this morning. Did you see his 3 balls?
I did. He actually vomited and pissed on my arm, and then shit himself.
Yeah, I gave him those balls.
Oh, you did? How'd you do that?
Well, he's doing a lot of long story short, okay? He's doing a lot of metamorphine. He has a grayscale. You ever watch Game of Thrones? I had to cut off his balls because he's been injecting it into his dick and balls. And his balls were rotted gray. And I cut them off. And then we found 6 guys and we cut off their balls. And then we did like a Triforce thing. So he has 2 balls normally and then 1 under the shaft.
Why did we do this though? Why?
Well, because he had grayscale and I had to cut it off before he turned into a dragon or whatever the fuck happens.
Why would you turn into a dragon? That doesn't make any sense.
Yeah, I
Well,
don't.
when
think,
you're full grayscale, you turn into like a dragon human or
I
something.
don't think Gunner's
Isn't that
capable
cool?
of turning into a dragon. He's pathetic.
Isn't that like a good thing?
Yeah, Gunner couldn't turn
Kinda.
into a fucking rat. You know.
Well,
I mean,
anyway,
yeah, I'd turn into a dragon. That'd be cool.
me and Pillbot did surgery. He has 3 balls now. It's kind of cool. Oh,
Okay,
and
cool.
he also has a deer skull cup, like a protective cup, also installed in his sack.
Pillbot only has no legs now.
Oh yeah. Oh, that's another thing. If you see someone cut off their legs and give them to Pillbot, it lasts for like 2 hours.
Shut up, Jaeger. You're
Is that
lost
worth
the
it?
plot, man. You've lost it. You're gone fucking cuckoo.
2
Well,
hours?
that's what I've been doing. Yeah, sometimes you'll see Pillbot with human legs. You just gotta get 2 legs and give them to him, and it lasts for like 2-ish hours.
Crane just signals me out. Look at all the hats in the corner.
Yeah, any minute now, I'm sure we'll get the verdict, Tony.
What happens when somebody else slams the hammer?
Sometimes it'd be random ass clips. Oh shit. Oh, fine. What's up, Harry?
Yeah, I'm just saying.
brother.
Yeah, in a couple minutes, I'm sure we'll hear the verdict. All right.
Hey, sorry, brother.
Now you're right.
Yeah, I'm alright. Zoning out over here, you know the vibe.
Yeah, court cases are like that, especially this one's been long.
Dude, this shit is so fucking stupid. I'm like losing, like, I don't understand what the fucking point is here. You know what I mean?
Well,
It's like fucking ridiculous.
Well, hopefully the judge
Like-
says that, and the whole thing gets thrown out. That's the best
Harry,
outcome.
like, you did what you're supposed to do. I don't give a fuck if somebody was in the city or not in the city. You messaged an employee, you got no fucking response. Bada bing, bada boom. It's not your fucking fault. You know what I mean?
Right, but you heard the defense, right? Their argument is the fact that I didn't say what car I wanted to sell them. They fucked me.
It doesn't make any sense.
Why the fuck would you want to sell them your
I
Esbo?
know, but that's a defense they use, and I think the judge kind of bought it. You know.
They're using the defense.
did
Oh,
it.
hold on. They fucking. Wait, did somebody? Was that the judge or?
No,
I
that
can't
was some
see.
fucking
Move
homeless
my
man.
arm. Sorry.
Did I miss anything?
Yeah, I mean, to be honest, I'm not too sure with this whole court case. It seems like kind of a case of pettiness, to be quite fair.
Yeah.
Tony, you do realize
Why? He's been
they
asleep the
have
entire
my money,
court case.
and they want the car back and 600k. Do you know how much? Do you know how badly that's fucking people?
Wait. They have your money.
They have
so
them,
like all the millions.
all the millions, all the G&E. They want the car back and 600k on top. If they win,
I'm not being funny. If they win, we should just shoot the place up like every day just because they're
That's what I'm
assholes.
getting at. Why are they
Fucking
getting
bunches
two
of
of the
cunts.
car basically at this point?
Wait.
Yes.
So just to put this in perspective,
Just a bunch of
right?
assholes.
Okay, just to put this in perspective, they have all of your money, right?
Yep. Yep.
Okay. They want the car back, right?
Yep. They do.
Okay. You don't have the car anymore, right?
No, so they'd get taken from JJ.
Right. So where's the money that was supposed? How do they have the money?
Because I bought the car from them, Tony.
Yeah, but when you gave the car to the guy,
Where's
that
JJ's money?
Do you get what I'm saying?
Where's the money from JJ?
Do you get what I'm saying?
Well, that went. I have
pay off your loan, right?
I had to pay off $1 million loan.
Yeah, a loan.
And then
Right, so you
I
paid it
have
off.
600k
How much
left.
do you have?
And they want
And-
all that.
Yeah, so they want they want everything I own, the car of JJ, and they'll keep all the money that I originally gave them.
That's insane.
Bankrupted me.
Hey, Tony,
stupid.
I'm about to go
That's
after all your
insane.
racing buddies, Tony. I'm just saying. It's gonna happen.
Listen, I mean, at this fucking point, look, don't go after Goofy and them, but I mean, at this point, Mary and Eddie,
It
I don't know
is
what
stupid.
the fuck's
JJ's gonna
going
lose
on
his
there.
car.
Snakes.
Yeah, this makes no fucking sense. This is kind of stupid. Harry did message Eddie. It's not a game
I
of
wish there was
pettiness,
a
you
way
know what I
to-
mean?
I'm about to make a one-way call to the fucking puppet master and join fucking forces. I'm telling you guys that right now.
I like the puppet
And
master.
then-
He's got a
JJ,
plane
do
and
you have any
rockets and
text
stuff. I
messages or
like
anything
him.
proving that they wouldn't give you the car because you don't race enough?
No, I can't.
Do you have no
Now
proof
I
whatsoever?
understand why I'm the Time Lord. Now the destiny is calling him. Destiny is calling.
I like him. He seems like a
'Cause
good guy.
if
He's
we
got
could
rockets
prove-
and planes
If we
and
could
ships.
fucking prove that shit,
No, I would.
I'm scared of him. We should use him as a weapon to fuck over these wankers.
why not? These guys, if these guys, who gives a shit? If they fucked you over like this after you spent like how much money? Maybe 50 grand, 100 grand on test drives, and you made a presentation. Were there every fucking day as much as you possibly could to try to see if you could get the car, interview, talk to them, persuade them, and you finally get the car. The one person in the city who actually deserves the car. I mean,
I mean,
why
they're
the
snakes.
fuck?
They're snakes.
Quick question.
They want
Oh,
all that
man.
out of you?
I wish I had connections to get shit so I could just fucking constantly blow that fucking place up.
I kind of got both of y'all to be honest.
Please, if they take that car, do not leave, JJ.
It's
Don't fly home.
snakes.
Just fucking stay here, bro. We'll figure it out.
Quick question. They claim themselves to be some sort of middleman. Why are they making the full
that's
price out of
another
this?
thing. They legit just said they don't own any of the vehicles they sell. They literally just middlemen for these things.
That's kind of a lie, to be honest. I don't think Eddie really meant to say that, but he said it. I don't think.
Yeah, well, I mean, half the shit that they're saying that you said that fucked you over, you probably didn't mean to say, but they're gonna use that.
But if they do say it, then they must be using it to their own advantage.
The thing is, he did backtrack hard after that. I think he kind of fucked up. Like when I fucked up, I didn't with that Asbo shit, you know.
I have no idea, motherfucker. That motherfucker speak Chinese.
Yeah, but still, I don't know. It's just so fucking dumb.
Technically, it's Mandarin, right?
There is a lot to take in.
The thing is, if it's true, though, I see what you're saying. If it's true and they are the middleman, then they shouldn't give a fuck what happens to the car afterwards, really.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, it just seems so overreaching for a car dealership to give a fuck about what happens to the car after they have sold it to you.
Yeah,
Once the business transaction's done,
I've never
it's
heard
like
of it
usually
before.
it's the loan company. The loan company that you went through to get the money is the one that technically owns the car, but that's dependent on
I
the
mean, they're
company itself.
technically played off the car.
We
for
burn
high
these
return.
Guys.
motherfuckers down.
I mean, that's
Tell him,
something you should
Eugene.
look through.
The
Look,
thing
I mean,
is,
Harry,
see,
did you pay off the car, Harry?
The manner in which you like to consume
Yeah,
it.
Like,
damn.
are your
Eugene, I
loans
really
done,
like your
Harry?
helmet.
yeah, damn right I
you.
did.
Paying it off or not, regardless, what happens at the end of the day is that the vehicle goes out of the lot, whether it be through Harry or the loans.
Yeah, like
This is gonna lead to some crazy RP, I think, if we lose this. I kind of, in a way, I hope we do lose it. I'm just saying, chat, I hope we don't win.
Someone else
I
real
think
quick
it's
to
time.
hang
you
I
out.
have
really
your
hope
thing
we
on,
don't
JJ.
win.
It's time you become unhinged.
It's
That is
gonna be
why we live
fucking.
in a society.
It's gonna be crazy.
we do. That's true.
Yeah, exactly.
Nerd.
Cranking 90s?
I feel like they would just subpoena that.
Look at Langers fucking pacing up and down.
Yeah.
Of course, baby.
I was just about to offer him some crack.
You have
There
crack?
goes the shot. Yes.
It is what it is.
Yo, Gazebo, thank you for the 5 gifties, bro. Thank you, man.
Didn't have to be what it is.
Exactly. It's.
Are we going to clap some cheeks?
Oh, you let me know, buddy. I'm down.
What about you, Harry?
When it was 20 minutes at the hour, it is now 0.
Let's wait until we get the verdict, guys.
Yeah, let's just wait until we see what we hear, right? That's...
Harry, are you from London?
War on
yes.
the tuna shop.
Someone has called for war.
Tell your accent's very strong.
It would be hard to have a war with Tuna Shop when nobody's there.
True. I tried to sell my
True.
Huawei and it
Not
took me
wrong.
like 2 weeks to find anyone.
Wait, did you sell your Ferrari?
It's
Well,
just.
I'm thinking about it, but Dean
it's
said he'd buy it.
hilarious how the.
was on
according to them, the
vacation in
signature-
Well,
Great
obviously,
Britain.
it's probably not the best idea for you to sell it to Dean.
The funny thing is, though, it's
Why?
like how they state
Because
that
you'll probably
the
end up here
signatures
with
don't
these guys
matter.
doing whatever
No,
they can to get
but
as
then
much
they
I'll
out
sign
go
of
to
it
the
the
tuna
day they
shop
put it
and
on
say,
the
you want to buy
docket.
it for 2 mil? They'll say no, and then I'll sell it to Dean. Done.
Like,
Right of refusal. If they say
why
no, then I can
sign
sell
it
it.
on the day you put on the docket if it doesn't matter?
So what is so different about this
See,
situation than to Harry's?
That's where I went wrong. That's what I should have done, Eugene. I should have went to them and
Yeah.
said, "I'm gonna sell it back to you for 5 million." They say no, and I
They're
sell
like,
it to
"No," and then,
whoever I
yeah.
want to.
Because it like says how much they're gonna buy it for.
No,
just
no,
do
it
for the
doesn't,
price that
does
you
it?
would've sold it for exactly then.
It only,
Yeah.
it only says
Repurchase
how...
at its repurchase at its market value.
Oh.
What the fuck?
Yeah.
You cannot up the ante.
Yeah.
Fuck, if they want to take, if they want to give me 1.5 mil back, they sure they can.
That shit's then technically second hand. They shouldn't be fucking getting it back for the price that it was paid for.
Has anyone got any burgers, by the way?
There is the
That's like-
ambiguity.
That's like me getting a fucking iPhone 13 Pro for 1K and then saying, "Hey, look, I'm selling it back to you for 13K."
There's some food.
Cheers, Adam.
It shouldn't be the same price or higher. It should be lower
It's been over 40 minutes.
because it's been used. Regardless if there's going to be wear and tear, especially when it's a
Yep.
car.
And cars do have mileage.
Yep. And it's not even just that. You just doing one run to Polito and back will wear your engine. Even if you drive slower, at the speed limits, you don't crash, the locals are assholes, you're still going to get damage to that engine just driving to Polito and back.
Yeah, this is dumb. I mean, even Bruno's been trying to buy a car from them for like a month now. He has everything he needs. He's just been waiting for somebody to fucking come around and sell him the car. He says every time I step in the tuner shop, I feel like an inconvenience and nuisance to them. Like, oh God, okay, yeah, we'll figure it out for you soon enough. Like, hey, fuck the tuner shop.
Guys, this is gonna lead to so much drama.
I don't really care how cool the cars are from there. I'd rather just go to PDM at this point. A place that's like, yeah, we'll be happy to help you. This is just shows bad business.
I just
in
want my
opinion.
bike.
Human tough ones, but I lost it.
Good luck.
You know,
It is near impossible to get that bike.
yeah. The only thing I'm
Nobody's ever
gonna
fucked
take
around.
away from this is something I felt for a long time. Racers are cringe.
Shut the fuck up, Adam.
True.
Jesus Christ.
Are you denying that? Are you denying that?
Fucking Adam, dude.
I generally don't label anybody is cringe. Is my answer.
Races are cringe.
Racers are cringe, Norman.
I mean, I'm racing.
Somehow I don't think
What?
telling you again I couldn't.
Shut up, JJ. You're not supposed to admit
Allegedly.
I'm gonna agree.
Okay.
I mean, JJ's not a racer. The tuner shop told him he doesn't race
Yeah,
enough.
deny JJ because he's not a racer, so of course JJ's not
That's
a
true.
racer.
Okay, so yeah, you're not a racer. You're not.
Yeah.
How dare you label yourself a racer, JJ? Jesus.
Yeah, you'd have to be a racer to be a racer, you know?
Less beautiful
Boom.
than normal, mama.
Yeah, because it's so totally on a car shop to dub who's a racer or not.
What's wrong with your ears?
Stop shouting, Kai.
You know, Abdul told me that we should try and settle
Good morning, his ear grows
while he's
Really?
deliberating.
Oh no.
If you wanna whisper sweet nothings.
I mean, Abdul
You know how mad
is
Craig
not
would
really
be?
a fan of
But this
me,
is
so I don't know.
Yeah, this is also Abdul.
You guys are fucking weird.
Caught up in everything.
No, you.
What do you mean?
Thanks, I appreciate that.
I mean, yeah, I just had a deposition today with Abdul where I was defending the person who allegedly shot him, and also I have been shitting on the mayor's office in town halls repeatedly, so I don't think he's a big fan of me. Yeah.
Manager stack outside right now.
Manager stack. Excuse me,
Stacks will be in
Manager
someone's
stack?
manager stack.
Sorry.
Adam, you have to go. There's a manager stack happening apparently.
It's an actual manager.
Wait, what's a manager stack? What the fuck?
It's Rooster manager stack. Max
Oh.
Penny just called it.
Hell yeah, baby. Hell yeah, baby.
You have really big feet, Barry.
Harry, what's your favourite brand of tea?
Yep. Know what that means? Say PG. You wear big socks. Big shoes.
Wear
Why?
big shoes. There we go.
I'm just
PG
asking because
tips,
I'm
Harry.
British. I just
What
want to know.
size shoe do you have?
Yeah.
Ah,
PG
Barney,
tips
well,
every
what's
day.
up? It's,
Yes, that's
I'm
correct
not gonna-
answer,
I'm-
Harry. Correct
I'm not going to
answer.
judge you. Mine's Tetley's.
I'm a size 5.
What?
Oh dear.
To be fair, it doesn't matter. I will still drink any unless it's the cheap shit from Tesco and Asda.
Maybe
In the
that's
UK
like the
we
size of a
do-
toe.
Fuck
Breakfast
the
tea?
cheap shit.
No, in the UK we do like size 5
I've
to
never had
6.
breakfast.
The cheap shit isn't that bad, to be honest.
No, it's
Either
it's
5
not
and 6.
that bad. I'd just rather have
So I
you know,
like
I mean, Tetley's not bad
PG
either.
tips or Yorkshire.
But it depends
I like
on,
Yorkshire tea if it's in like a teapot.
Yeah, I like
What's
the
your
flavour of the
opinions on-
Yorkshire tea settling in.
What's your guys' opinion on Earl Grey? I think it's trash.
I can't drink it.
I've not tried that one. I don't think.
You've never
Don't.
tried Earl
I'll
Grey?
Spare the suffering.
Yeah, it's a bit
Earl
weird.
Grey is bland.
So
I'm
bad.
gonna go with your guys' judgment, and I'm not gonna touch it.
Yo, Blazing, thank you for the 5 gifties, man.
PG tips, 100%.
Thank you so much. God bless. Thank you for the gifties.
But other than that, even though I say Tetley's is my go-to choice, I'll happily go with any. Like I said, other than Tesco and Asda, that would be my last resort.
Ow.
I'm sorry.
The question is though, how strong do you have your cup of tea?
I don't want to answer these
What?
questions. I'm just opening
Fuck
myself
tea.
up for a roast. I'm good.
Fuck tea.
How do you gauge how strong tea is? Just enough milk. That's it.
Why make it hard?
You know, some people don't put like any milk in it.
Yeah, some people.
that's
Some people
true.
put slight, or some people put like loads in, and I'm
But
like,
Harry's is probably mostly milk with sugar.
Baby, what are you talking
Is that true, boy?
Is that what you do, Harry?
Wait, what do I do?
He
But
pleads the
is your
fifth,
tea
PG.
basically white, like completely white? Do you put so much milk in it?
No, I make it a
Just hot
golden
milk.
color. It's very simple.
yeah, mine's
Yeah.
golden colour as well.
How many sugar then?
0.
Two.
Free.
None.
Free.
Two.
None.
Yeah,
Why?
none. I don't.
How many do you have,
Sugar's
Eugene?
bad for you guys. In
No, it's
moderation.
not. You need sugar.
Yeah, I get sugar
Yeah.
from fucking eating fruit, natural
no,
sugar.
so here's the
This
thing,
is all right,
right?
Harry.
Have you ever?
Wait,
heard
what do
the
you mean,
saying,
all
no
right?
ma-
Fresh fruit.
Okay.
Fucking tea with no sugar.
Harry.
All right, young
Harry.
man. All
No,
right.
I
did you
don't.
never get?
Mr. Healthy over here.
Yeah,
Harry,
well,
did
there's
you never
nothing
get
wrong with
told
that.
as a child that if you have too much fruit, the sugar in the fruit's actually bad for you?
That's some bullshit. I mean, yeah,
Well,
yeah,
It's
no,
true.
It's true.
Yeah,
It's
but
true.
everything in moderation. Like I said, how can you preach that? Okay, and then
Well, here's
put
the
free
thing,
sugars
right?
in your tea?
You can still be perfectly healthy and have the bad sugars and the good sugars. As long as you balance it, you're gonna be healthy regardless.
How many cups of tea do you drink a day?
I drink maybe once a month.
Well, yeah, well, then you're fine, I suppose. If you, yeah, who cares if you put 10 sugars in, you'll be all right.
I do drink some coffees though.
How many teas do you drink, Harry?
He drinks tea all the time.
Like 5, 6, 7, 8 cups.
Jesus
day?
Christ!
But again,
a day.
I put
You get enough sleep?
Yeah, it helps me sleep.
Damn.
There's a lot
I
of
was
tea,
gonna say,
Harry.
cup of tea don't wake me up. It puts me to sleep.
Yeah.
Then again, a coffee don't even wake me up.
Yeah,
to be
coffee
fair.
has no effect on me. Do you know what I might do for an experiment is like, imagine going like caffeine free for an entire year and then trying it again, you'd be buzzing.
Oh,
I've done that.
I mean, I don't really consume caffeine ever.
Do you not drink energy
you done
drinks,
that?
Eugene?
Drinks.
Nope.
I mean, that's good. I mean,
Oh my gosh, Eugene.
at the end of the
so
day,
good.
people forget that caffeine is a drug.
It's in your chocolate as well.
I have been
Guys.
drunk every day for the last week, though.
What's up, Tony?
Has it
Hey,
been
Tony.
40 minutes? Oh my
Oh
fucking
my
god.
gosh.
Oh my
Hurry
fucking god.
up.
10 more minutes.
It's not
Tony,
that complicated.
that was like
There's your
perfect
answer,
timing.
Tony.
This is fucking ridiculous.
Cry
It
more,
has
boy.
been- it has been a long one. We've been here for
4 hours.
4 hours. 4 hours, yeah.
Jeez, 4 hours over this shit?
Yep.
Yes.
I'm telling you, if the tuna shop win this is going to be. Why would they do that? That's such a bad move. Like, it basically says, hey, we don't fucking care about you. Fuck the races. We're just here to make money.
And then the fact that they're just gonna go to sleep again.
The
and
thing
go
is,
back to London.
Okay, I do agree, Eugene, but at the same time, it's also they could say the same thing because no one goes to that shop anymore now they got their cars.
Why would they're not around?
Because
Why would you go?
it's closed. I just cannot
been there
even
in like
fucking
2
get my
weeks, 3
car repaired there because it's fucking locked. Nobody's working there.
Well, yeah, the place has died a death. I mean, you are
And,
right.
and even if Tuna Shop won a thing, PDM would never have them in fucking stock anyway.
True.
Regardless of it, no matter what we do, there's never going to be the cars around.
And I think all the tuna shop mechanics are here anyway, so if someone did try to go for a repair, they can't get one.
The thing is, if I win this, I feel like I've got a small victory, but everyone else is gonna get fucked because I think they're gonna change the contract probably.
It is a big victory, boy. It is a
I've
wake-up
already
call
said
for the tuna shop.
I really hope Corinne brings up the fact that they need to have 2 signatures to say that it's a binding agreement. They really need it.
Fuck are the cops doing in here?
They've been in here all the time.
No, not you,
I'm
Jenny.
surprised how many people turned up for this. It's been crazy. It's been a good case.
Wait, you're not Jenny. You're Louise, right?
I'm Louise.
I was only here because some
Jenny Hall
dumbass
for a
making
moment.
popping noises.
Oh
told me
my
to go
god,
to the
who was
courthouse.
that? Who was that doing that? I was losing it.
Wait, what was happening?
God, he got fucking.
I was
people
internally
molded
laughing
so
listening
hard.
to everyone
What
crying.
did he do?
It was me and Mel.
I
What did you guys
I
do?
was dying.
We had to piss everyone off. It's funny.
Jesus Christ,
Oh
man.
my god.
I was
Then Mel
molding.
takes. I think Mel takes Eddie saying, "What's wrong?"
I must admit, Eugene, you always lighten up the room.
You have to be a dick, you know.
Exactly.
Thanks.
It is what it is.
Spice going, you know. Got to get a bit of spice in there. Hey, how are you holding it down? You holding it down while I'm gone?
I still can't believe Arthur's a friggin' judge.
In what
Holding
way?
down Britain? You holding down the UK? You
Oh,
holding
of
it down for
course.
me, huh?
I'm going away as well soon. So
Oh, where you going?
I'm going away. I'm gonna be gone for 2 weeks, Eugene.
Where?
Where are you going?
Do you know the Maldives?
Oh, you're going to like proper vacation, huh?
Yeah, always
Yeah,
been my
nice
it's
tan,
always been
Harry.
my dream to go there ever since I
Oh,
was like
shit,
a
you gonna
kid.
do, like
So
scuba diving and shit.
yeah.
yeah.
Alright.
It's been I have to do it, man. Because here's the thing, I'm scared of like if I don't do it and then over winter flu and stuff gets really bad, it all kicks off again. You know.
Mm-hmm.
Take the opportunity while you can,
Exactly.
boy.
Yeah.
The Mold Eves.
What is in within the Maldives that you look
Just
for?
lots of people molding all the time. I think Vinny's there.
Oh my god.
I think Vinny's always. I think there's just loads of people like Vinny there.
Oh my
Vinny
god,
and Buddha
there's definitely
everywhere.
some cops there.
Finally, some space.
Yeah, definitely. Mm-hmm.
Well, I'll
be
be
a great
molding if I
time.
lose this case, so it might be perfect.
Yes, you'll be perfect for them. Exactly perfect.
You just.
Hello.
Is this Pez?
Hello, boy.
What's going on?
Hello.
They won yet? What's going on?
said 10
Well, the
minutes.
verdict's soon.
Arthur's
TM.
come back out, so Crane shouldn't be much further.
Harry, is that Mickey? Or Tony?
Tony?
Tony's in the back corner over there.
I think it's Moni.
It's Tiki.
He's moaning.
Harry, are you going alone?
Yeah.
Aight.
Peace
Are
and
you still on
quiet.
the
Lovely.
beach?
Yeah. For 2 weeks. I
You gonna
can't
try
wait.
score some ladies?
No. I can tell you who if you keep asking me questions about your laptop.
Yeah, you're gonna hook up with a nice lady over there, huh? You'll end up living there, will you?
I don't think you can live there. You know, it's quite small.
What do you mean? You don't think you could live there?
What do you mean?
Well, the thing is,
course
okay.
you- what do you mean?
It's just.
Why are you gonna stay there?
There's about 200 islands, and all that's on the island is one hotel. There's only one hotel per island, so you
There's
can't.
gotta be a lady there for you.
No.
Then. There's gotta be a lady there.
200 hotels?
Gonna fucking Bora Bora?
No, Bora Bora is like the USA version.
Oh, is it?
Mm-hmm. They're
You're
basically
going in like one of those little huts?
kinda.
Little ones on the water.
I mean,
The little
Bora,
Palm Beach ones.
Bora Bora and Maldives are literally the same thing, just different places. Same thing, same idea.
It sounds like you are taking a week vacation on an island. Basically.
Yeah, I'm like, exactly.
No socialization, no nothing.
No phones, nothing.
Oh my gosh, that sounds so refreshing.
He's gonna be on the phone constantly. Not paying attention, looking at his text, looking at his bill from the car that he got from the tuna shop. He's not going to be able to go after this endeavor.
This is true, actually.
Please tell me you got your ticket already.
That's why if I lose this, I'm taking the money and I'm going now. So
You got to dip, you got to run. Take the money and run.
yep.
Camouflage to the floor too.
Any second now, he's gonna come back through.
I hope he fucks the tuna shop and says, "You guys are disgusting. Your contract is repulsive. This is disgusting. You lose, assholes.
He's loud, bro.
You don't get nothing."
Look how many fucking
Your
people are
contract is
walking
illegal.
in. What the fuck?
There are
Why is
hella
everyone
people
giving
here.
people contempt of court when it's in session? What the heck? When it's not in session?
Yo, Kenders, thank you for the 11 months. Wow. 11 months. Thank you. Batty Den, thank you for the 4 months.
Tony's in his thoughts.
Raydon, thank
Would
you
you
for
like to
the 4
fuck with
months.
him?
And Ray, thank you for the 4 months. Cheers, guys.
What are you thinking?
Really. Pull his pants down.
Pull them up, should you say?
Yes, give him a wedgie. Give him a wedgie,
What's
Kratos.
up?
The God wedgie.
When are you flying back to London, Eugene? Roughly?
This case? Oh, it's
like
about
a
the
month.
tuner shop fucking over.
Oh wow, so you're wow. Holy
Oh,
shit.
okay.
My flight home got cancelled as well the other day. I was like, "You little bastards!" So I had to rebook it.
What?
Roger that.
Yeah, I don't know. Didn't even
Fuck
say why. We
airline
just
companies,
did it.
man.
We just cancelled
Dude,
it.
you
without saying
just
a fucking word. I was like, "Oh, thanks,
for a
man."
long time.
Assholes.
That's sick.
Tell me why. I want to know. I'm interested. Why? Why would you do that to me? Why?
You got your,
Oh,
pack, you
hello.
got your suitcase all packed and ready to go.
That
And
was
just cancel it,
intentional.
assholes.
Fucking knobbers.
Has anyone got any water? If not, is there a vending machine outside?
It's all the way in the other hallway.
Oh, is it?
I've
I'll
got
be
a
back in a sec.
coffee. Hold on.
Hey, somebody need to bite the
I have iron brew.
You can just go to a crane
I haven't had that in a while.
Have some iron brew.
Yeah, I haven't had it since I was in the UK.
Hey, was somebody looking for a bite to
One
eat?
sec.
Would be the motivator behind selling his car.
Here you go, my friend.
So if he says,
Nice one, thanks, pal.
selling my car,
I'll drop some food as well.
That's just your face.
Legend.
Huh.
that is a commitment at that point. If the reason Harry was selling his car was to give it to
Peer
Jake,
through or...
Or like a steel drink.
Ooh, that's a good one.
Oh fuck, what's going on in the back?
Yes, Rubicon Mango for me. I don't like the sparkling version of it though.
Yeah, same. I prefer the steel. So much.
But I also like, have you tried KA Black Grape?
Yes.
I love that too.
Yo, Ultra X Cam, thank you for the 6 months, man.
I can drink both the still and the sparkling version of Black Grape.
Yeah. Any of the KAs really.
Yeah, I've found that I like most of the KAs. You're just hard to find them.
Yeah. Just tough.
Oh Oh shit, I'm getting tired.
Yeah, it's true.
I'm asleep like a baby. Ooh ah. Guys, I can't believe how long this is taking. I mean, listen, Judge obviously putting a lot of thought into this. So no matter what the outcome is, it was obviously really heavily thought about. So, you know.
And not, I am selling my car when it's for 1.9 million in assets for a contract that didn't.
Which is good, man. At least it was considered, you know.
Well, that's why do everything. It defaults back to Colin.
Okay, I've got a question. Your Yorkshire puddings. Would you rather have the ready-made frozen ones or
Oh,
homemade?
oh, and Bessie's.
Here we go.
We're getting an L. It's L time.
Shut up, Adam.
This will be a, well, unsurprisingly to anyone who knows me even decently well, this will not be brief, so strap in.
Yeah.
Hell yeah, baby.
All right, so the question here before us today revolves around a contractual agreement between one Harry Brown and the Six Star Tuner Shop for the sale and purchase of a Nissan R32, specifically a clause for a right of first refusal. Now, when we talk about a contractual agreement, we think about the sort of key fundamental aspects of this jurisdiction in that we allow citizens and individuals the freedoms and rights to exercise as they see fit. One of those held most dear in this jurisdiction is the right to contract. Outside of something being so unconscionable as to offend the mind, we allow people to bind themselves to all sorts of ridiculous things. We allow people to sign away the right to sue someone when they ride a rickety ass roller coaster built 50 years ago. All these ideas are inherent to our societal fabric, and they will be reflected in this ruling. Now, the clause in the contractual language in this right of first refusal, as brought up by the defense counsel, are very accurate. It does not specify the methodology for the delivery of the notice. It does not entail who the recipient of the notice must be. It simply states the Six Star Tuner Shop. Now, in the absence of a detailed controlling provision which tells us who must be notified when, in what way, and as such, we are left to revert to a common law interpretation of everything involved with the contract, the circumstances, the people, the nature of the interactions. So then we come to sort of, the validity of the whole thing. There were some arguments here about signatures and, when Miss Mushkin signed the digital addendum and does that control? The answer is no. The signature of the digital addendum does not control. The reason being is that when both parties are presented with this document, Mr. Brown testified under oath that he was aware of the document. His attorneys clearly have reviewed it with him. He did state that he was provided it. He stated that it was his signature on the document. Everything that none of that is contested. It's all stipulated to. So the idea of did it come into effect at the time she signed it? The answer is no. It came into effect at the time, as Mr. Hayes pointed out through his questioning, of the fulfillment of the contract. For everyone's education, fulfillment of a contract has a few basic elements at common law. First, there is an offer. I offer to sell something or do something for someone. There is then an acceptance of that offer. You agree to fulfill whatever is offered to you. Then there is consideration given for the acceptance, meaning if I offer to mow someone's lawn and they agree to pay me $50 for mowing their lawn, I then have specific performance of the duty, so I mow the lawn, and I get the consideration, which is the $50. So offer, acceptance, specific performance consideration. Attorney Hayes went through that very clearly with Mr. Brown, Ms. Mushkin, regarding was there an offer to sell the R32 for a certain price? Yes. Was it bought at that price? Yes. Was the car transferred to Mr. Brown? Yes. The idea of whether the contract was in effect or not is very clearly answered. The contract was in effect, the parties were bound to. So again, now we return to the question of was the notice provision fulfilled? Well, in that case, we go towards specificity, detail. As we've said, those things were not explained in the contract. Therefore, we must go to common law. Typically, the way that we interpret these provisions or general terms is we look at the context of the original contract. So was this in keeping with the nature of the contract? Meaning, if two buddies at a bar sign on a napkin deal to buy a pickup truck, and the other person then at the bar the next night, makes an amendment to that agreement by writing on a napkin in a similar methodology, that could be acceptable to the courts. Now, if two parties sign a negotiated, merger and acquisition agreement, and then a junior associate from that firm gets drunk the next night at a bar and writes on a napkin that there's an amendment to that agreement, well, that's a bit more questionable. But even if we apply sort of a more lenient view of things and we say, okay, I'm going to view things in the light most favorable to Mr. Brown here. So we'll go through the various disagreements here that we heard between the attorneys. The idea of could the text message have been so vague as to not specify which car it was talking about? I don't buy the argument that if the text message, is valid, that it's vague. I don't buy that because I think that the ASBO, for example, was confirmed that it was purchased after the text message was sent. I think in terms of the flatbed and journeys, regardless of Miss Mushkin's activities of resale and secondhand sale for trade-ins, I don't think anyone is under any illusion that that text message is referencing anything but the R32. I think I can extend a logical leap to that point. So I'm making the leap that the text message was in accordance with the keeping of the contract in terms of it's written for the purposes of this jurisdiction. I'm not going to get into whether a text is valid versus a signed document, but for this jurisdiction, we'll go with it. Okay. So a text message is good enough. Yes. Is the text specific enough as to the content of the vehicle being discussed? Probably. We'll go with that. Is the text specific enough as to the familiarity between the person it's being delivered to? Is Mr. Marshall a valid recipient of that notice? I can make the leap that Mr. Marshall may be a valid recipient of that notice. Do I think that if it was me and I was trying to act in good faith and fulfill this notice provision, would I have reached out to someone else? Would I have tried multiple methods? Any of those things? Possibly, but I'm not going to put that onus on Mr. Brown. I'm going to view it in the light most favorable to both parties and most reasonable and say that let's say this text message wasn't. So now the question is the content of the text message enough?
This guy is
and here's
incredible.
Where we run into, I think, the crux of this case. Mr. Brown sent a text message, and I will read it out explicitly, and I'm going to put it up on the courtroom screen there. Bear with me 1 second.
This is where the loss comes. I can't see it. Oh my god.
So if y'all direct your vision there to the courtroom screen, you'll see that it clearly states, "Step bro, I'm stuck. Hey, I am likely selling my car. Is the tuner shop interested?" Now, as I've discussed, even if I accept that Mr. Marshall is a valid recipient for the notice provision, if I accept that a text message is sufficient as opposed to a formal document, if I accept that this one outreach is enough, if I accept that I can make the leap that it's only likely referring to the R32, we are left with one remaining issue, which is this text message states, "I am likely selling my car." This is a distinct problem for this court, and here's why. In this provision, if Mr. Brown or any other customer of the tuner shop under this contract were, as he claims, to be acting in good faith, and they stated they were likely selling their car,
This is why
Well,
you fucking texted
what
Harry
happens if the
Pace?
tuner shop says, yes, I'd like to buy the car? Is Mr. Brown then bound to sell his car to the tuner shop? Well, that's very odd, isn't it? Because he only said he's likely selling his car, not I am selling my car. Is the tuner shop going to exercise their right of first refusal? So, in essence, what this likely terminology does, this wishy-washy sort of vague communication, not in terms of what car it's talking about or who it's being delivered to, but in terms of what he's actually stating he's doing, it presents a scenario this court cannot abide by, because if this court were to allow this to constitute notice of provision, we would be in a situation where one could tell the tuner shop, hey, Mary Mushkin, it's me, Alan Crane. I'm likely going to be selling my car. And if she said, yes, we'd like to exercise our right of first refusal, I could say, oh, never mind, decided I'm not. And now I've successfully been able to bait a situation where I can determine at my own volition, not of the tuner shop's decision, when I'm going to sell my car and to who.
True.
Which completely invalidates the purpose of the contract.
So the contract's at fault.
The reality here is
The
that
contract's
I'm
at
not asserting
fault.
this was Mr. Brown's intention. I'm not asserting he acted in bad faith. I'm simply stating that, as I said in response to the comments made by defense counsel at one point, it is entirely possible to try to act in good faith and try to fulfill the provisions of something and to fail. And as I stated at the beginning of my decision, we are a country and a jurisdiction that allows people to fail. We allow them to bind themselves to
This guy's a
contracts
fucking
that have
genius.
harsh provisions.
I'm following.
And the reason we do that is because everyone is also free to retain counsel and get advice on how to interact with those provisions. I would have hoped that Mr. Brown would have retained counsel in making the decision of how to communicate this notice. I don't know whether he did. I don't know whether he retained counsel until after the fact or not. Mr. Brown, if you did retain counsel prior to sending that text and the legal advice you got was that that text was sufficient, well, I would consider consulting another attorney about your option.
We did.
Now, in terms of the outcome of this case, the reality is the very nature of contracting allows us to enter and bind ourselves to agreements. We are then held to the standard of those agreements under the eyes of the court. This court, as stated, is unwilling to entertain the idea that a wishy-washy text message that says, I'm thinking of likely selling my car, I'm likely selling my car, it is sufficient to satisfy that notice provision. It presents an entirely unapprovable can of worms that belies the entire purpose of the contract. As such, the judgment is going to be specific performance in favor of the plaintiff. Mr. Johns, if you are still present, the vehicle was sold to you in an agreement that likely you felt was a valid contract, and maybe Mr. Brown did, but unfortunately, Mr. Brown legally did not have the right to sell you that vehicle at that time. As a result, your agreement is unenforceable by this court. You are hereby ordered to turn over ownership of said vehicle to the Six Star Tuner Shop. Mr. Johns, you do have the remedy of pursuing a claim against Mr. Brown, and that is your right, for compensation for his breach of your agreement, because he was not able to enter into it legally, and because you offered him consideration for an asset that he was unable to deliver to you, aka the specific performance, then you have a claim yourself to be brought forth before this or another court. Finally, the question of the terms of the agreement with regards to the punitive measure. This court, as referenced in other rulings before mine, such as the one by Justice Coyote in the case regarding Lenny Large's vehicle, while I may have my opinions about Mr. Brown's situation, and I may feel personally bad for him and having to pay a penalty and lose money in this situation, I hold very dear the right of individuals to contract. And if Mr. Brown was at all concerned with the provisions of the contract and the harsh penalties, well, he should have been more explicit and he should have been more detailed in trying to fulfill the notice provision. As such, I find also in favor of the plaintiff, Mr. Brown. You are hereby ordered to pay the 6-star tuner shop $661,250.
It's some fucking bullshit.
Tuna shop is
Alright,
snakes.
well,
Snakes.
alright, we gotta fucking take that to it.
That is fucking bullshit.
Snakes.
This is fucking bullshit.
Snake
the
shop.
system down.
Jesus.
Yep. Thank you,
Maybe
Judge.
Get off my thigh, please.
Snake in the racing scene
Thank
they
you.
love so dearly. Disgusting.
This is this dumb shit.
Oh my god. Well, time to blow up the tuna shop.
Over and over again.
Doing everything right now. We have to work on it.
Thanks, dude.
Yep. I got you
Harry.
13 packs.
Harry, no.
What is that jacket you're wearing?
We'll get there.
Oh, this one?
Oh god, my eyes.
What's that?
It's my. Oh god.
What the fuck?
What's up, Bad Jack? What's up, Scrubby?
I'm not gonna wait to grab it from
That's a cut line.
Gotta see you guys. I gotta go.
Hey,
Hey, what's up, sir?
You're gonna need that.
Oh, thank you.
Tony?
Excuse me, officer. I'm likely gonna rob a bank tonight. I'm not saying that I'm gonna do it.
Aaron,
but
do you have
I'm
JJ's
likely
number?
going to rob a bank tonight.
Yeah.
What was your
A warrant for your arrest.
Hey, officer, I'm likely to kill
Can
you.
you text me his number?
Right here.
Put
it a warrant right here.
We can't do this. It's likely.
JJ, is that you?
It's right there.
It's me.
Hey, JJ, do you want a brand new Lexus RCF? Sure. You can have it. Free.
What do you want to do? Is there anyone around us?
I need a secure lift. I need a secure transport right now.
Someone stole
you
the
win?
fucking clown car.
Yo, Jaeger.
Bear, you have a car?
Though there is so trained in the shredder, just fuck it up, man, you killing this game. Body and mind so nice, the wood does it. Tripping on my words, butterflies in my stomach. Baby, don't forget me, and I promise not to forget you. Even when things aren't the best, I'll be there. Even when shit hits the fan, I'll be there. Baby, don't forget me, and I promise not to forget.
Well, I'll see you guys in a month. Actually, I might do some more shit tonight. But if nothing happens tonight, I'm dipping, boys. I need a ride to a bank.